getting ready to sail. What are you saying?
Can I buy some more components before we leave?
Yeah.
Gonna buy 2 item amalgamations. They're 5,000 each.
2 item amalgamations. They're 5,000 each, you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 10,000 off, puts you at 115,499.
And 2 cure critical bleeding wounds. They're 2,000 each.
2 cure critical wounds?
Yeah, bleeding wounds.
It's like Al's popping up now.
Okay, there's Al.
Hello.
Hello, Al.
Life in the country. Who's looking at himself in the mirror? Here, Isa.
He's posing.
You are? All right, it's an awfully fancy suit, so I can see why you're looking in the mirror.
Our posing.
Sorry, Robert. I already had 1 cure critical bleeding wounds, just in case you didn't notice that.
So
that'll bring it to 3.
I have 3. Yeah. Okay. It is, as I say, October the 30th. The boat is getting prepared to leave. At noon, we have to change your levels.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, your hit points are now 103.
Yeah. Where the fuck did my pencil go now?
And you're actually at 10. So you're actually at 12 actual hit points. 12 actual hit points. Or you have 81,000. I got feedback. I got feedback coming. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there's still feedback. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Okay, you're now 15th level warlock.
Yeah.
And you have 81,000 experience points. And you need 96.
Okay. 96.
Okay, for you also got an overall level. You have 261, and you need 276. Okay, which means that you're now level 27 overall. And you are 22nd level, or sorry, yeah, you're 15th level.
21st level Holy Warrior.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to your saving throws, and I'm going to reduce your magical to 4. And I'm going to reduce your external physical to 3. So your saves are now 5, 3, 4, 3, 5.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to go to that page. Any contingencies or storings that you have will disappear.
Storing is gone. Yeah, take those out.
Okay. Your whispering winds come back, and the single blinks come back.
What's Paul's of the red leaves?
And then your steel ring comes back.
Yeah.
Recall.
Isn't one of the party?
One of the party reports.
Okay, like Calamar died this old.
Okay. And your boots of stability come back.
Yeah.
Here's what sounds.
Okay.
One time and
Going past Holy Warrior to your Warlock skills. So I'm starting at the top of the skills. Spirit Friendship is 66.
Yeah.
Spirit Speak is 61.
Yep.
Close Gate is 31. Sense good and evil is 64. Sense spiritual aura is 67. Sense undead and sense hellspawn are both 67. Your faith heal is 30.
Okay.
Locate healing plants is 56.
Yeah.
Seance is 66.
Okay.
Okay, manufacture poison is 67.
Yeah.
Poison knowledge is 67. Distinguish poison is 66.
Yeah.
Extract poison is 63. Make antidote is 52. Detect poison is 62. Turn venom to toxin is 63. Locate natural poison is 50. Change form is 59. Control ice elemental is 57.
Yeah.
Sun and ice elemental is 43. Pass through ice is 71.
Okay.
Okay, over to your hellspawn skills. Batazoo, so the three percentages for Batazoo are 72, 57, and 72.
Okay.
The other one will be adding 3 as well, so it'll go 67, 55, 67.
Okay.
Just hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so, right now, are you ready to go now? So I can use now. Okay, all right, I will do it. I'm just gonna step out to pick up Emerson, but I'll finish the sheet first. Okay, Tanari is 67, 55, 67.
Yeah.
Damon is 48, 29, 48. Okay, and then go and, okay, so your prayers come back. And your total prayers is now going to be 60.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, actually, I'll do your prayers when I
Yeah,
come back.
go get Emma. That's fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
Good.
So is that what they're thinking is in there, the Fountain of Youth?
I guess.
You don't know. You haven't read it either, have you?
We got everybody?
I believe so.
Yeah, we've got everybody.
I'm reading that report that
Yeah.
someone sent me.
You're reading it now, or you've already read it?
I'd like to say I already read it. I did photocopy it.
Just tell them you've read it already.
That's a step in the right direction. A photocopy is a good thing.
Yeah. I tell them that all. Yeah, I did it already, Zildjian. Yeah.
I'm gonna lie.
Diljan, I'd like to tell you that I already read it.
He's like too.
Something I'd like to say,
That's
I've
okay.
heard it a few times.
It was mostly for posterity reasons anyway.
I am reading it right now, though.
I'd read it, but I don't know how to read.
Like, this isn't even double spaced. This is big.
I just I whipped it out in one like half an hour session. So
You typed this all up in 1/2 hour session.
yeah, well, I had accumulated a lot of the research before, right? So it was just putting it down on paper.
Wow.
I write all day, so it doesn't take me long.
That's awesome.
So what did you think so far?
I'm just wondering, like, are you guys thinking that it's possible that it's the Fountain of Youth?
No,
No, okay, I'm on page.
that's why we wanted to go see the seers, because prior reports had suggested that they found a fountain of youth. They were able to bathe in waters that regenerated their health and vitality and life.
Yeah.
Like Sochi said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, it's a commonality amongst all of the seers that they've found, right? So we know of 4 in the world, and every group of them seem to appear similarly, like their appearance looks the same, and they all were in the, had water that had those types of powers. Now, whether or not they're all like life restoring or just health and vitality restoring, I think there was some differences between them.
Yeah, I know when we went to the ones up on Albornia, they didn't do fuck all, those yahoos.
There you go. Right.
I think you were involved. But another thing that's been kicking around is that maybe Dwar the Dog Lord can walk right through that stone. And it was thrown out there one time that the Lady of the Snow Mist walked through that stone. So I don't know.
I abandoned that thought.
Yeah, I just say tread very carefully when you discuss the Lady of the Snow Mist.
No, but this is just things that we've
Killer.
Hypotheses or conjectures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, what I really think is in the stones, Sia, is possibly the Heart of Darkness, one of those gems, gems of unlight.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
And that's what you think it is the Heart of Darkness is in there?
Yeah, and I think that it might have to do, because the legend has it that the Arriver, or Melkor, or whatever you want to call it, mated with Ardana, had a child, but she ended up having twins, a boy and a girl. The boy was presumed stillbirth when he was born, so discarded him. The daughter lived, and one of the court of Ardor, I think the surgeon of the court, took the baby to one of her master, and there's a weird association with twins in the whole story. So in the court of Ardor, there are 2 twins, and one of them is actually secretly good. He turns against the court, but so only him and the surgeon know that. So the surgeon takes possession of the pronounced stillbirth baby, brings it to her master, who's one of the twins of the court of Ardor, who's actually good, and together they're the only ones that know that the boy is actually alive. They take the boy and hide him away in secret somewhere.
Okay.
The daughter is raised as a priestess, and the legend has it that the only so it goes back to the sun and moon thing, right? Where the Arriver, or Melkor, his whole grand plan was to eliminate the lights of the world, and the sun and moon represent those lights. So the spider that he, Ungoliant, who he basically teamed up with to destroy the whole world, ended up consuming some gems and then regurgitated them. The gems were originally made of pure light, pure starlight, or some pure light.
Right.
But when the spider regurgitated them, they were completely dark, and they had the opposite property. They were able to absorb light. So, and I think I had read somewhere that there was a total of eight gems in total, and 3 ended up getting stolen. And the legend has it that at a particular time time in our time cycle, the plan is to actually sacrifice the daughter, because that's why the Arriver ended up mating with Ardana, because her blood was needed for him to be unleashed into the world again.
Okay.
So by sacrificing her, and then in
Can I
coordination
ask a
with
question
releasing.
before you go on?
Yeah.
Because you're just flying by all these things. All of them are very important, and we should talk about them a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. When the court of Ardor was taking them to their master, the master of the court of Ardor is a ringwraith of some kind. Which one, I'm not sure. So that would be the court of Ardor's master, because they work for a ringwraith, hey?
Okay.
I don't know. I
The
don't
reason-
know if there's a specific ring wraith that they answer to.
Yeah. The reason we were killing the Court of Ardor is so we could get at the ring wraith. So
Right.
that was about half an hour ago in your story. But
Right.
So go on where you are, because now there's more important questions.
Yeah.
Like Morgana's blood and all that. But
Right.
take a pause now and then, because there's a lot of questions in between.
Sure. Yeah. Just ask away. I'll stop. So the legend has it that the boy is the only one who can stop the sacrifice from happening.
So do we figure this boy is alive anywhere?
This is going way beyond the stone now, right? So I'm
Right.
jumping way ahead in that possible story trajectory.
Right.
Like ultimately, I think there's a gem of dark unlight in there. I think that when we did the elixir of dream vision at the stone itself, it indicated subject matter that was very made us jump to the conclusion that it had ties to Dwarvois.
Right.
And that because it talks about him being the Lord of the Isles, right? And there's not
Right.
a lot of references to him being referenced as such, but it's very likely that it is him. And
Yeah.
now what I actually think is I found some other information that suggested that he might actually have to hold that gem. So when this whole sacrifice is supposed to occur,
Right.
the daughter is supposed to be sacrificed, and then the power of the gems is supposed to be unleashed simultaneously.
Okay, but he's got to be
And-
holding it.
That's right. So I think his role and that site is specifically for him,
Okay.
right? So he might be summoned to that particular stone or that altar or whatever.
When it's open, he may get summoned. What you're saying is if we open it, he may get summoned there.
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I didn't even get to the point of actually opening it because we don't know
Right.
how to open it. We don't even know how to access it, right? That was where the seals
Right.
came in.
Do we want to open it?
Well,
Well,
that's always $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah, ultimately, that's what we should be discussing, right? We're heading back to the site, and we're going to have to think about what we're going to do when we get there. Like
If we believed that it would summon a ring
Well,
wraith,
I
shall we
think-
say, or whoever this person may be,
yeah,
and obviously they're a bad person, so summon him there. And if you catch them by, I mean, if your goal would be then to kill whoever shows up,
right.
you know.
We're also making the assumption that okay, so if the daughter is supposed to be sacrificed, we don't know who or where she is. And
right.
we don't know if her location is actually even known to whoever is facilitating this sacrificial
And
process
this daughter is the daughter of who again?
of the arriver ultimately and Ardana.
I don't think we want to. I don't think our objective in any way is to open up this thing. Our objective is to purely go and scout out and find information, at which point we can make a better decision.
Well,
I think-
first of all, we have to sail there, get there, back to this site. We have our seer with us, so hopefully we'll get some more information there. And also, when we traveled last time, we were carried on, but we turned around and came back only because we were only traveling with half our party. And we did feel that we went through another dimension. We just didn't really know what we were doing. We went there and then came back, and that was the end of it, really. So there's lots to scout out and find out in this island.
Yeah, like so when we ended up going to Midway and getting that estate and everything, the plan was to eventually go back to the site, but because like an offshoot was that Agmunder's obviously looking for a way to either stop his aging or reverse it in some way. We found evidence of the seers, and we thought, well, number one, they probably won't want to speak to us if our objective is to just get into their bathtub so we can regenerate life. They were probably very unlikely to help us, right? So I thought, what if we use it as an opportunity to learn more information about what's in this stone site for our bigger objective of right? So that might
that work.
that obviously didn't work because we didn't get there.
Yeah.
So everyone's agreeing though that our objective is not to open this thing right now.
No, we don't open this thing. It's this.
Yes.
That's not at this time. Not just when we get there. We need far more information on that thing.
But
Yeah.
Well,
when we walked through that dimension,
once we
that
get there.
dimension was probably very key.
So hold on, I'm
We
gonna
went
pause you
into
right
that
there.
cave and killed these ghosts, and went through. We went through a dimension we believe went to Middle Earth. So there's something fishy there. But there was only 3 of us. It was just Egmunder and Eretenzar and Razek. So
I also think that what is actually on the opposite side of our known world is Middle Earth.
Yeah.
So we actually sailed to unknown lands on the opposite side of our globe, if you want to think of it that way, and we ended up in Middle Earth.
What kind of nonsense is fucking globe talk, man?
Well,
Are you fucking crazy?
it's got
Well,
8
we're-
sides.
I'm skilled in astrology, so I do believe in planets. And if we're a planetary body, then yeah, opposite side of the globe.
Oh, you just proved the point. You're crazy.
Stilgen.
That's strong.
Razek, did you just get an overall level?
No.
How far are you from an overall?
1,000.
1,000.
Okay, Egmunder, I'm at your
Okay.
prayer list.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna bring up the prayer book.
Okay.
Zildjian?
Yeah.
I wasn't clear on that. At what point do we have to kill the Lady of the Snow Mist?
You're on your own, Calmer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with C on this one. I think you're on your own with that.
Okay,
Oh, jeez.
okay, Egmunder, what changes are making and what prayers are you having?
Okay. I only have 1 snowman of the north. I'd like to have 2 of those.
That's ready summoning?
Yeah.
How far are you
Okay,
from an overall?
yeah, so 2 of
I
those. Now there was
just
some kind of, what prayer were we moving
I
over
just got
from
my
your,
overall level.
from
That
your
was
holy
breath
word?
of the north.
Another 6,000 again.
All
Say it
right, what's
again?
your overall level then?
Breath of the north.
Okay, so we'll now
What did you
cross
get?
breath of the north off of your prayers under your holy word.
Right. Okay.
I was gonna put a contingency on Razek, but he's.
And now I'm gonna add breath of the north to your prayer book.
Yeah. Can I have 3 of those?
Read me actually, just hold on, let me look at
2.
the,
If I could have 2, that'd be good.
well, that's a mass battlefield heal, no, so at 15th level, you can have 2 of them.
2. Okay. 2 of those. Okay. Okay. And reveal enemies. Can I have 2 of those?
Yep. Reveal enemies, hold on.
Travel. Can I have 3 travels instead of 2?
I have to see the description of travel.
No. Transports caster and ally per level to another location. Distance is unlimited.
Yeah, so you want 3 of them?
Yes, please.
3 travels.
Mass death times 2.
Yeah,
Mass charm times 2.
yeah, you can have up to 3 of those, so yeah.
I only want 2 of them anyways. Snowball times 2.
Okay,
Banish times 2.
right,
Repair 3 repairs instead of 2.
right,
Blight times 2.
right,
Ice elemental.
No, only one of those.
That's all I have on there. I don't think I had it before.
Okay, so
I just
you're
re-added it again.
elemental. Yeah.
Ice hand, one of those.
Hold on, I have to see the description.
Okay.
Okay, so it's called Ice Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Ice Hand, yeah.
Okay, mass wounds. Can I have 2 of those?
Yeah, so you already have mass wounds?
I don't believe I have it on there anywhere.
So this is a new prayer. So you're saying you want this is mass wounds times 2, okay?
Yeah. 1 negation wave.
Okay, so you're adding a prayer of negation wave, okay?
And the lady's lament.
Hold on.
Sounds nasty.
Yep, the lady's lament, yep.
I think that's all I got, but I want to, and I don't know exactly what. I want a new prayer, but I don't need to. I just want to put it in the slot right now, so I have it. I haven't worked out the details.
So you're saying that you're leaving one prayer slot open?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can put in the prayer that I'm looking for. So
By my count, you have okay. It gives you 57 prayers.
57. Okay. I will take 2 polar bears actually, and then I'll leave 2 slots open.
Okay.
You
Okay.
took only 1 slot's open.
No, I already had 1 before.
Oh,
Right. That was already counted in.
you
I just
counted.
taking an extra now. I just have 2 of them instead.
Okay.
That's good then.
All right. Okay, so is everybody prepared to set sail from Inlulguallidurth? I have some stuff to do.
Can I have that white eraser?
Okay, what do you want to do?
I need to. All right. Sorry, Razik. Maybe next time, but see ya.
Yes?
Come over here. Come here.
What would you like?
Okay, I'm going to put a contingency on you. That contingency is going to contain grasping hands of horror upon physical attacker, Chaddock's concussions way after being injured, and anti-magic shell upon magical attack.
Should I be writing this down?
Does that all sound good to you?
Yes.
Yes? All right.
We're done with the protection versus. Yeah. The cold.
Have you, so you're able to cast all these spells, Baconzer?
Yeah.
So what is it again?
Scroll,
Scroll.
not Masadra's contingency scroll.
cross off the contingency score.
What does that do?
That is Masadra's contingency. So that creates 3 contingency slots. Level 12. Okay, then I'm going to do Grasping Hands of Horror upon physical attacker. Grasping Hands of Horror, 12 upon physical attacker.
If you're right like that, that's going to fail for sure.
Why?
So the contingency is Grasping Hands of Horror upon physical attackers. So are you sorry? Is what you want to say is you want that spell to go off upon being physically attacked?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Upon the person physically attacking her, or the individual.
That I have
Attacking
to
her.
touch them though?
No.
But no.
So you should probably hand him your sheet, and he should probably be marking it down on your
How about you do that?
All right. Where do you put your contingencies?
Just, I've never had it
He doesn't
actually.
have contingencies because
Underneath
quite a
the
seer.
front at the focus.
Okay, so
See the focus
Put it
dates?
under her
where are
current
your current effects?
Yeah,
front
put
page.
it,
Okay, there.
or put it beside in that box, whatever.
And you're gonna have to explain to her how it works, otherwise it's not gonna go off, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be aware.
All right, so the first one I'm casting here, Grasping Hands of Horror.
Yeah, I guess that's okay. Grasping Hands of Horror upon physical attacker. Yeah. So that does work. It's a different, it's using the verb in a different way, but it does work.
All right, so do that scroll.
Robert, can I clear?
Okay. What prayer are you doing?
Vulcan's plus weapon.
Shaddix concussions away after being injured.
To that one. So that means even 1 hit point, it's gonna go off.
Yeah.
Okay. So she cuts her finger. Right, that's gonna go off. 1
Okay,
hit went
can
off.
I say something like serious wound then?
No, please be specific. When do you want it to go off on her? When what?
When
When-
being
what
injured in melee combat.
So just put that down. But it does mean that it'll go off upon her first hit. So like you may want to say, it can go off upon taking a blow of a certain amount of hit points. It can go off upon her hitting a certain amount of hit points.
Okay,
Like
alright.
if she reaches 10 hit points, it can automatically go off, or 5 hit points, or 1 hit point.
okay,
It can automatically go off, right?
all right, I'll reword it to that.
Okay, so Vulcan's blessed weapons going on to what?
The dagger.
Okay, to do what?
I'd like it to be able to change form into a longsword at will.
Ooh, nice one. That's a good one.
Mm. Wow.
Okay.
Or even if it's something like can shrink down to something as small as a pocket knife and then be as big as a longsword.
Okay, so you are at level
16.
16. That's going to be times 3. So that's worth 48 days. So put 48 days towards that beside your dagger. "48 focus days toward being able to turn into longsword."
Okay.
And then finally, anti-magic. Oh, gotta cast that on.
Have you done the prayer?
Say it right now. Sing clear voice muse of Vulcan, renowned for skills of the gray-eyed Minerva taught man upon his art's great splendor. Men of former days lived like the wild beasts of the caves of the mountains. Having learned skills from Vulcan, famed his craft, they now, free from care, tranquility, live out their lives year by year in their houses. Be gracious, Vulcan, and excellent grant with your bounty. Cool.
Okay, is the contingency done?
No, not quite. There we go. Okay, Chadwick's concussions away at 0 hit points.
Okay, it's your crowd.
So that's if I'm down to
0 hit points.
0.
So you have to be the one to save. So the first time what's the first one upon? When she's at what?
The first one is upon physical attacker.
So as soon as somebody physically attacks, you have to say to me, a contingency goes off. Something's going to happen. So it's programmed for as soon as somebody attacks you, a spell's going to go off on them. So he's like, put a spell on you, and then he's put another spell on you.
For one whole battle?
It'll last until you get an overall level. No. It
just happens once.
It will just happen once, but it's on there. It's like programmed on you.
Okay.
And so he's put another one on you. So a form of healing. If you go to 0 hit points, you're automatically going to heal.
Up to 4.
20 hit points.
Okay.
So make sure it says that.
Yeah, okay. And then finally, anti-magic shell upon magical attack.
So an anti-magic shell is going to go over top if you're attacked with a magical spell.
So no saving throw for me? If it's against magic?
No. It means that an anti-magic shell is going to go up that's going to block magic. If you, as soon as somebody tries to cast a magical spell on you.
For something like that too, can I do anticipate attack or area of effect?
You know, it depends what they're doing on you. If it's a fireball or something, then you can. Okay, you got all 3 of those down there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so you are prepared to set sail. You'll have your charts out. The hardest part about what you're doing will be trying to find the island again. You're going to be using the stars and your navigation skills. There's going to be charts where you've marked. Anybody, for example, know how many days you have to sail off the coast?
I recall it being 18.
8.
Yeah.
No, it was longer than that because I had time to
It was
make.
about 5,600 miles, I believe.
Yeah, it
Our
was long.
ranger
Yeah.
knew. Our ranger was writing it down.
Devin has gone back to, he's used a word of recall and he's gone back to Shimar.
Can we have grabbed his map before he left?
All the maps are in the boat. Your best.
No, the magical map that he was using to chart the territory as we were exploring it.
No, he's definitely not going to give up his magical map to you now.
Nice try, though.
Even if Eritens our ass? Okay.
There's 0 chance.
Okay.
Even if I pickpocket it?
That magical map's got all kinds of abilities, and he's definitely not just going to hand it off. But he's
Okay.
gone back to Shimar, and he will be joining you soon.
All right.
So, so the answer then, based on Zildjian's answer of 18 days, would be no. You don't know how many days off the coast it is. Agmundar is probably closest with his estimate, and then keeping in mind that you sail 720 miles a day.
Yeah. So if you 5,600 divided by 720
Yeah,
gives
see,
you,
I was right when I said
Yeah.
8 days. I thought 8 days.
It's actually 9 days is what's
9 days. Sorry. I remember it was an 8 in there.
you were close, Zildjian.
Yeah. Just off by double.
Double.
We'd have been on the moon at your rate.
Okay.
So remember,
Okay, so Moondars will fly the boat during the day. Eretenzar will fly the boat at night.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to go to the transporter room,
Okay.
and in the transporter room, there's a slot on the wall.
Just hold on a second, please. Okay, so yeah, so you're on the boat with the description, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go on.
And then into the slot on the wall, so as to charge the transporter, I'm going to put in a level 14 page of Spirit Legionnaire.
Okay, so, a second.
Got a raggedy old lurker cloak I was planning on chucking in there too. I don't know what that's going to contribute.
Okay, so you're putting this 25% for this clerk cloak that's down to 25%. That's
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's Sean. Okay, so that means. Okay. The transporter now has 2 charges.
Did I throw my page in yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else going in?
So that was a
I
page.
don't have anything to put in there.
Anybody else have any
Does it
junk?
absorb magical power?
Yes.
Okay, so my spiritual enchant item won't work because that's spiritual property.
Okay, so
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, it says spiritual power, so that's what I'm hesitant about that.
Okay, so you got 2 charges in the transporter rod, and in the mirror right now, just so you know, the mirror is at 5 charges.
5 charges.
Okay,
What's the date, Robert?
date is October 30th. All right, are you leaving Inlulguallidurth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's set sail, boys and girls now.
We'll push out of port into the water until you're out of sight of the actual city, and then you'll take to the air. Okay, going up into the sea, heading into the west. What height do you want to fly at? Your usual 1,000 feet?
Yes.
Okay, you will fly at 1,000 feet. Okay.
Can I try to make 4 holy waters when I'm flying?
Yeah, okay, so all you got to do is take a bowl of water and bless it.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to say a blessing over top of the water. Go ahead.
I ask Olympus to bless this cold, clear liquid for me. I ask the gods if you would bless this for me.
Okay, so you can add 4 vials of holy water.
Who's looking after the ballista when we're flying?
Not me.
You are.
Okay, well, who's flying during the day? I can stay on the ballista. I don't mind. If somebody else is flying the ship during the day, I don't care. We got Razak. You can fly the ship.
I'll steer the ship.
We don't need somebody constantly sitting at the ballista. We just need somebody to run up to it when called to do so.
What is a ballista?
It's a big catapult at the front of the ship, or not a catapult.
Probably like
Big crossbow.
No.
Oh, basically it's right there.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them on each end.
Yeah.
There's only one on the ship right now, eh, Robert?
You actually, for combat purposes, if you actually got into combat, you have none.
We have none.
Because your ship is a rated 1 and it's only on maneuverability. Actually, you may have a, hold on, no. The number of catapults is, the way that works, okay, so your ship is rated 1 and it's on maneuverability, so if you ever got into battle with a ship of the same rating as yourself, you would have no catapults and no ballistas yet.
Okay.
But that's if you get into battle with a ship.
All right.
Right, that's,
okay. Good.
Okay. How about for the purposes of melee combat then?
well, you guys can be firing whatever you want for melee combat, that's fine, yeah. So those things are fine to have just for ordinary combat, but if it's down to what you're gonna be hitting a ship with, then they don't have the power.
Okay.
Just so you know, in order to get that, you would need your overall rating divided by 4, rounded up, plus your combat rating. Yeah, so you would need at least 1 combat rating to have a catapult.
And we don't have a 1 combat rating.
Your combat rating is 0. You've got 0, 0, 0, 0, maneuverability 1.
It was divided by 4, rounded up.
Yeah, your overall rating, which is 1.
Yeah.
Divided by 4, so you're not even.
So that's 1/4.
Yeah.
Rounded up is 1.
Well, I guess. Yeah, not really.
Technicality. You're right, Bernie.
1/4 would not be rounded up to 1.
Technicality. You caught him.
Okay.
It could be 0.01 and it's rounded up.
Okay, so you will set off sailing. So Agmundar flies a boat during the day. Eretenzar flies it at night, and they're sleeping during the other times.
Might want to remind Sia about the weather control mechanism on the wheel of the ship, activated, or it's able to be used once every 30 days. And I have a potion of weather control, just 1, so I can put that in a medicine cabinet. Or you guys can, if I'm not on the wheel at the time, then you guys can come get me or wake me up, and I can drink it. It's up to you guys.
Just hang on to it, Zildjian. If we need it, we'll holler.
Okay.
If there's a storm, you'll wake up.
Once every 30 days, we can control weather.
Wow.
And then, so be aware of that. If you're at the wheel and the storm is going to damage the ship, and for some god awful reason I'm not there to do it, let's hope and pray that never happens.
Yes.
But then, yes, you can activate it off
Okay.
of the wheel.
I can predict the weather too.
Oh,
Just so you
that's handy.
Yeah.
All right.
That could come in quite handy, yes.
That
Yeah.
would be very nice.
Like short range weather forecast.
Yeah. Tenzar has
It might allow us time to divert it, right?
lots of confidence.
Okay, rolling for day number 1, flying.
No, that's over there.
Cut 4.
Okay. All right. So you will set off for your first day going 720 miles. Only not far out of Inlulguallidurth. A distance of about 70 miles off the coast of Inlulguallidurth, you will move into a storm front. Okay, so you will sail into a storm front, hitting a storm on your first day out in flight. So a storm blows in off the west coast. You are moving into the storm. So if any supernatural means, if you wish to use it, you would use it now.
Or would we use it when the ship is taking damage?
No, you do it. You do it before you go in and make your rolls.
Okay, in that case, yes, I would like to use it. It was last used April 29th.
Okay, yeah. So Eretenzar will see as he moves into the storm. That's the one on the wheel that you're going to use. Okay, he will use the control weather on the wheel, that will calm the storm around you and allow you to sail through the storm.
So much for your weather prediction.
Weren't you able to skillfully navigate storms before?
You can skillfully navigate the storm, but if you're using supernatural means, then you don't have to roll to navigate the storm, right? He's just going to calm it as he's moving into it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't fuck around.
Okay. So you will continue to sail. It is now October the 31st. You are 1 day into your journey.
On my sheet, it says 14 weeks of cold protection is finished on October 31st.
Okay, thank you.
I have it written down as cold protection done March 4th.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's March 4th.
Yeah, but do you guys even know if you're talking about the same prayer?
Okay.
Maybe I wrote it down wrong. It is the same prayer.
Is it?
it is.
So I'll go with March 4th. I'll shut up next time.
Yeah, I cast it on October 21st.
Okay.
Okay, moving into day number 2. Okay, you will travel into your second day on October the 31st.
Oh, so we still have that cold versus cold.
Yeah.
It is the 1st of November.
But one thing you will notice when flying here on the ship is that it's always nice and room temperature on the deck.
2 days, okay, so you are 2 days into the journey, not on the deck, that's within the ship.
Within the ship,
Climate control inside the
Climate
ship.
inside the
If
ship.
you go below it, it's nice and warm, that kind of thing. So it allows it to withstand bad weather. Okay, or
See, this is the way to travel, not the way the party travels.
okay, your 3rd day sailing. You hit a storm on your 3rd day sailing.
Wow. Well, this is early days. I only have one control weather, so if you want to use it, I can drink it and control the storm.
I say control it. That's what I say.
Captain?
Well, try to fight through it first.
No, well then you can't
Don't
use
get
it out.
that option.
No?
Yeah,
You
otherwise,
take
if
it
he
now,
fails
you
his roll, then we
get
take the
it.
damage. We
Okay.
don't have the
Well,
option.
then
of
take it.
afterwards.
Okay,
Take
so
it first.
Zillion is going to come forward and use a potion of control weather.
Yeah. Drink it, control it. Hopefully, that's the end of the storms.
Hold on, just finding a potion of control weather. There it is, okay, crossing it off.
Get to work on another one.
If he's brewing, you have to be telling me now. You can't.
Yeah,
decide
I'm
right-
brewing. I should be brewing if there's enough man and woman power to run the ship without me, then I'll be brewing.
You will be brewing.
Well, I assume that because basically what you're saying is everybody works, but I get my focus days. So do you have the consensus support for your group on that or not?
Well, how
Yes.
about? Okay, well, we'll do that in situations where a control weather needs to be brewed.
Yeah, make a control weather because we'll need. How many days does it take to make one?
5 focus days.
We're gonna
All right.
be. Yeah,
There by that time.
Yeah, do it.
we're there, so it doesn't really matter right
It
now.
doesn't really matter. True.
But we got a trip home.
Why wouldn't he do it though? Just give him
Yes, yes, absolutely. There's no question about it. Why
Well, it's not about
don't-
whether you do it because I'm saying he's going to take the days and he's not going to spend up time doing.
No, yeah, yeah. It's important to establish that.
I want you to deal with this issue because so either he's down there brewing or he's not down there brewing. Where he's down there brewing only on stuff like so. You guys need to
Let him brew. Let him brew on it for his own stuff too. I mean, he's
Yeah.
days to
I
make
agree.
stuff for this, so just let him brew all the time.
Okay,
Brew
well,
away.
that's what I'm asking. So the consensus is Zildjian's free to
Yeah.
brew.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. All right. Okay, so in day 3, the potion of weather control will be used, and you will move through the storm. The storm's 2 out of 3 of your days. Okay. You will move into day number 4.
Can I use an enchant item scroll to restore cloth items like my belt of reinforced form at 50%?
No.
No.
You
Can I
cannot
use my
repair.
scroll of enchant to restore a scroll's power?
No.
No?
You could use an enchant item to begin to repair, and that could repair,
Okay.
but you couldn't just do it in the direct ways that you're trying to do it there. You'd have to use an enchant to make an item of a repairing, right?
Okay.
Like a magic needle or some such thing.
All right.
Okay.
Can
Moving
I
in.
predict weather?
Okay. So going into day number 4, you're going to roll to predict weather. Go ahead.
That's 47. Yep, 31.
Okay. So looking out across tomorrow you believe that it is going to be calm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you will move into day number 4.
Is this daily for me, short range weather forecast?
Yeah. Okay, so you will sail for all day on day number 4, the 2nd of November. You will then go into day number 5.
Predict weather?
Go ahead, Jeff.
No.
Okay, you will go into day number 5, November 3rd.
Sia, we got some pretty bad weather happening. Can you give us a prediction? Oh, sorry.
Zip it, rat sack.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
No.
Now what?
Please.
Holy well. Okay, so there's a storm again.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Holy fuck. One's like fucking crazy. Okay, so that's 3 out of 5 days. So you're in a massive storm front, obviously dipping in and out of it. So on your 5th day, you have hit your 3rd storm. Okay, so on the 5th day, you have hit your 3rd storm.
Seals bad luck.
Holy mother.
See a what?
Bad luck.
Bad luck.
Bad luck.
Okay, so you're moving forward, and that does seem to be what's happening. You seem to be in the center of a massive storm front, and you're basically moving through pieces of it as it's trailing past, and you have now hit an area of it. You don't know how big it is, you don't know how fast it is, but you are moving into it, and it is getting worse.
Jeez.
Okay, so we're gonna. Are there any supernatural? Is there anything supernatural happening before Eretenzar wishes to roll his percentile?
Yes.
I got nothing.
Okay. Okay. 12 spell points. Chaddock's wind block.
Okay, and that is the one that reduces it by 30%.
Yeah, by 30 miles an hour.
Okay.
10%.
Okay, so as the winds and weather are picking up, Eretenzar will move out to deal with the storm, and he's going to cast a spell to try to at least slightly calm the winds to help out his ability to fight the storm. Okay.
I'll roll 7.
Okay, and that's 12, and that's
30%.
because you're doing the 12 foot option, that would be 12 points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so take the points off. Okay, and how good of a sailor are you?
I'm very good.
Very good.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, no, not excellent.
Oh, he's gonna be there soon though.
Okay, so it's so you're rolling for 74% or under.
Is that with my plus 30?
Well, you're trying to calm the winds. This is allows you to fight it. You're just taking the odds in case you miss here. The damage is going to be 30% later.
Right. Okay.
Okay, 70% or under, and you're fine either way. You're good to go. 33. Eretenzar will take you through the storm.
Nice.
Well done, Captain.
Well done, Captain.
Okay, so that surely has to be the end of the fucking storm. Hopefully.
Remy must have showed you how to do that.
Okay, so you will move into day number 4. Okay. Sorry, day number 6, I mean, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, day number 6, so you first,
Oh,
second, third,
5
fourth.
days and storms.
Okay, so it's now November the 5th. Casey cannot predict the weather tomorrow. Okay, and you will have a calm day of sailing on the 5th.
Whew.
Okay. You will move over into November the 6th. So far, this is your 7th day out. You've just seen expanses of water all around. You're going heavy aside from these storms when the cloud cover's not there, following the stars, trying to retrace your steps and stay on the same path and trajectory that you came out last time so that you can find these islands or this island again. Okay, so going into day number 7, you want to predict weather?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. Okay, you will sail in day number 7. Okay, that will change over to day number 8, November the 7th. Go ahead, predict weather.
Nope.
Okay.
See ya.
Seriously.
Holy mother of God.
No.
Holy fuck, man.
Isn't Zildjian done with the brew?
Holy
Got that fucking
No.
potion made, Zildjian?
Fuck, it takes time, man.
Fuck, hurry up.
Stop fucking around with Sally.
That's 4 fucking storms. Okay, so just hold on. So,
I'll sail her, Captain.
okay, so this is day number 8, and you have once again you're being rocked by bad weather. Your 4th storm in 8 days is you are sailing into. Okay, so Tenzar, you're getting ready to face the storm, yeah?
Unless I cannot cast that spell again, so unless somebody else has something to contribute to control the winds.
You're good to
It's
go.
all on you, Captain.
Seen, how many storms have you seen now?
Lots of storms.
Lots of storms. Okay, just hold on.
You
Okay.
got it.
All right. So you are moving into. So everyone's got to be ready now because for the first time, even though you've seen storms come up, this is the second time that you're going to move in and weather the storm. Only this time, the winds have not been reduced by 30%. So everybody should buckle down because you have no idea how severe the eye of the storm's going to be.
Right.
Is there
Well,
anything that
Preparing
anybody
the lab
wants
for
to do?
minimal damage.
What's that?
Preparing the lab for minimal damage.
Yeah, so you'll be tying things down, the sails.
There's shields for the ship. If we use the shields, will that help?
It depends on how long you can keep them up for.
We can keep them up for currently.
So that could give you some aid. I mean, I assume it's going to be until the damage is gone, or actually it could be duration too. So see how long it's those shields can go up for, because they could offer you some protection. What height do you want to be to face the storm at?
The shield points were at 0 of 341 on April 22nd.
Okay.
And they were generated at 5 per day.
Okay. So that should mean that you're probably easily up, right?
Yeah.
So what does that put the shields up to?
Puts the shields up to April. Yeah, it's at full.
What is full?
341.
341 points.
And they deplete at 10 per hour, so we could keep it up for 34 hours.
Okay. So it's a matter of if you want to put the shield up to help protect against the storm.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, so put down that the shields are deployed, and I'll let you know how many days pass. What height do you wish to fly?
I was thinking, can we not go above cloud level?
That's what I thought. Can't we go up
Like
higher?
we're in a flying ship. Like, what is the maximum elevation that this ship has gone or is able?
What's your elevation?
Storm's a storm. Storm catches you.
Yeah, so what
And
did we
storms
do?
don't necessarily get better when you go up.
No, it could get worse.
True. Just
And
curious.
we don't ascend at a fast enough rate, I don't think.
So I think you can go up to 6,000 meters, which is 18,000 feet before you start getting into respiratory trouble.
All right, so you want to stay at 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're generally staying at 1,000 feet, but as you're going to be fighting this Eretenzar, you're going to be changing the elevation based on the best way to hit the winds, diving down, right?
We're all
Yeah.
sick.
Because you're going to be guiding the whole thing. You got to basically have to maneuver it through.
Yeah.
In some ways it's worse to be down below, and in some ways it's better to be down below.
Yeah.
Okay, so just hold on. Okay, so you are going to enter the storm here. All right. Okay, so what I need is so here we're going to have the percentile roll for Eratenza.
38.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you have
Excellent.
hit the percentage again, and you've taken the ship through the storm on day number 8.
And how many hours of shield did we use there?
Okay, so let's check the severity of the storm. If you wouldn't have weathered that storm, you would have had to roll a percentage. Roll me the percentage. Let's see how bad that storm would have been on the boat.
42.
Okay, 42. So just hold on a second.
The shield regenerates just by itself.
Okay, so you used up. You had the shield on for 12 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so the shields were up for 12 hours, and then you weathered through the storm. So it's been a very turbulent journey. Okay, moving into day number 9 on November the 8th.
Robert, I'm going to cast a prayer because I think we should be close enough that this might work.
Okay.
Just have to find it here.
What's the prayer?
Divining Rod.
Okay.
Gonen min semig barf afina atavat. And I wish to locate the island that we seek that had the ritual site and what we believe the Heart of Darkness on is what we're looking for. So.
Okay, so you feel drawn towards the west, slightly northwest.
Head northwest, Captain.
All right.
Okay, you move into day number 9. Okay, surely it cannot be a 1.
I'm gonna do it again.
No, here we go. Day number 9. Nope. Okay, you're good. Okay, so you will sail on day number 9. Now being led by Agundar's divining rod. Okay, so Agundar, you've had the divining rod on for 24 hours. How long does it last?
It lasts 15 hours.
Okay, so the divining rod, so that has given you direction, recharted it for those 15 hours, and now the divining rod is gone.
Okay. Well, we should, if we stay in this direction,
Yep.
we should run into it.
No, that was
No
good.
more storm.
Okay, moving into day number 10.
Yes, 20%.
Okay, here we go. Okay, on day number 10, you will spot land.
All right.
There we go.
Can I have a shot at that control weather potion?
All right, so everybody, everybody except Zildjian go to their sheets, and you are recording 10 non-focus days of sailing.
10?
Yeah.
185.
Can you tell me my number, Robert? Razak?
Razik is at 63. Okay. All right. Okay, so you got 5 focus days, Zildjian. So I'm crossing off components for a control weather potion.
Okay.
Okay. What percent do you need?
66 modifiers minus 10, 56. I've made 9. That brings me to 65.
Okay, make a roll.
14%. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, 1 control weather potion. Okay. All right. So you have spotted land. Everybody put 10 days onto your drow language.
Talking a lot of drow.
Yeah, it's the official language.
All right, you're all, okay, so you've spotted land on November the 9th.
All right, we're going to fly up to the shore.
Okay, you will move towards the shore. You can see a winding coast. It looks very green. The season is late spring, and there's a lot of evergreen trees that line the coast. It is also fairly rocky and fairly northerly climate.
Is this the island we were at previously?
It should be.
All right. We spent 3 days in one cove here waiting at one point. I'd like to fly around the island and find that cove.
Last time I was at this island, we flew around this island in a circle, so I think I know the direction where that cove is, because I just saw it last time I was here.
Yes, we spent 3 days there.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
We're going to fly around the island and locate that cove.
So you're flying, so you're basically following the coastline of the island?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so on the rest of November the 9th, you're flying 1,000 feet above, looking down on the land below. Okay, as you're moving across, when you can see land, it looks fairly open, it looks fairly, you're seeing no signs of settlement, no signs of life other than natural animals and natural foliage. And it will then be dark and Eretenzar will take over. So Eretenzar is flying the ship. Everybody will retire for the night and he's going to be flying it.
There's always 2 on deck.
Yeah, except they can't see very well down there. And so you want people on deck to be trying to find, can they, so it's pretty.
No, I recognize that it's mostly on me. I just want at least one other person in case of attack.
Robert, I can see in the dark.
Okay.
There we go. You're up, Zil.
As you flew during the day, looking around, you are seeing literally hundreds of coves, and as you're passing them over, many of them you could go, that could be it. That could be it.
Of course.
Because it's a cove. You're looking for a cove, and the problem is that there are lots and lots and lots and lots. You're seeing
right,
lots
but
of coves.
Having spent 3 days in a cove.
No,
your chance would be your chance would be very, very low to be able to even being observant enough to catch the details of the cove around you.
Mm-hmm.
Other people's may have a chance. I mean, particularly a ranger would be the best, and then you go down from there. The thieves could possibly recognize that cove. But all I'm saying is that you're finding it, particularly flying through the darkness at night, you're realizing that it's this, I mean, you're traveling over hundreds of miles of territory.
All right. Full stop.
Okay, so it's nighttime on November the 9th, and you want to have a discussion with your group meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert.
Yeah.
Do we get a sense of how big this island is? I mean,
I'm
we're
not
serious
sure.
island.
I was
What
going
do
to say,
you- I'm not sure what you're asking.
Island.
Well, from 1,000 feet up.
1,000 feet up is not very high up. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if we need to go higher, like, can we see an end of one island, one end of the island, and an end of another, or is it just a massive landmass?
Well, I think it took us 3 days to sail around, 3 to 4 days to sail around it last time.
I don't remember sailing around it. I thought we literally.
You weren't here. That's why you don't remember it.
Okay, so 4 days, so
Because
3,000.
Yeah, roughly you could go, 3 to 4,000 radius around it.
Yeah. Basically 3,000 square miles. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty big.
So we have to find a place where we know we were, we have to recognize it, and we can use that point then to get back to the caves where we were at.
You want me to use a divining rod, Captain, again?
All right, use the divining rod to fly us straight to that stone then.
No. I
No?
wouldn't try to divine the stone, just in
Yeah.
case its properties makes it unlocated. I would say divine the entrance of the cave that we went through to get to that stone.
Okay, yeah, that's where Dan's locate took us last time, so we know that's at least good there at that point.
Okay, well, I'll cast another divining rod then.
okay.
Wait, hold on. Do we want to
Okay.
wait till the morning to do this so that we
If
can
it's evening, most definitely. Let's go in the morning.
then we can get actual landmarks?
Yeah.
Well, we can maximize the time because he's got 15 hours then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should just. I mean, if Airtender's up all night, I could stay up all night, or whatever. We could put into a quiet cove and just hope we don't get attacked and just kind of chill for the night.
That's pretty much what I would say we should do. Yeah.
Okay, so you take the boat down for the 1,000 feet into the water, and you're now for the first time down low, right up along the coast of this land. So you can get a closer view of the trees and the rocks. You don't, as I say, you don't see any signs of settlement, and you'll move along, and you'll move into a bit of a cove where you will anchor, where you will drop the anchor. Okay, so you're going to spend the night here of November the 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got ambushed by orcs last time we did this.
Did we?
No, not until we went onto land.
Yeah.
No, they attacked us on our boat, remember? And then they disappeared.
That's right. Yeah, that's
I would like
right.
to enchant my cloak so that it's permanent float at walking speed.
Okay, so you're doing, so what are you casting?
I am using Namor's enchant item scroll 45 days.
Okay, so read the scroll and cross it off.
Because I'm not walking like a sucker.
And then beside the cloak, you will write down in pencil 45 days towards being able to permanently float. Is that what you're
At walking speed.
Oh, hover.
Yeah, hover at
So
walking.
just put permanently hover.
Okay.
Actually, you can put down hover at walking speed. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it done?
No, it's not done. That's all it took. 45 days, and I never had to walk again. Wow. Why didn't I do this a long time ago?
Yeah. Except when he doesn't walk for 10 years and then he tries to run somewhere.
His little noodle legs will drop him pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, going mountain climbing.
Yeah, I want to run from this. Ah!
The noodle legs they drop almost now. So this is going to do wonders for them.
They're just going to shrivel up and fall off.
Yeah. This is going to be a floating brain.
You can have them cut off. Don't ask me how I know.
Okay, so you're camping on the night of the 9th.
Wow, is he still looking at himself in the mirror?
He's such a baby.
Car posing. Where is Harahisu? Is he even here? I haven't even heard from him.
I'm right here.
He's here.
Wow. Wow.
He's just watching.
Pants are off, stroking it.
Can you see me right now?
I can't see you actually.
What do you mean? What do you mean? See you?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like I can see where your camera is. I think it's yours. I think.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Three different cameras. Zildjian, Calamar, Harahisu.
Yeah.
Where's Devin?
Devin left.
So where's Roland?
Pose the potential for profit.
Okay. Exactly.
He mad at us?
That's how you burn them. You just tell them that we found a shit ton of treasure.
Yeah.
During this.
We're millionaires.
The magic items we found. Oh, we can't even talk about them. So good.
What is the rule for the Ratscallions when we find magic items? Is it highest guy gets what he wants, or
Spin the bottle.
that's the rule?
Highest guy gets what he wants. That's right. Highest level.
All of a sudden. Just changes with the Razik's question.
Okay, it is late into the night. You are offshore a little further last time based on that previous orc attack. The anchor is down. Calamor and Eretenzar are up. I need a surprise roll from you, Calamor.
Sense danger.
No, you are sleeping. On the second. Okay, surprise roll.
+3. 9, 12.
Nice.
Okay, you will be on the deck of the ship. And Calamor, you're talking to Eretenzar when all of a sudden you will notice that everything around you has become very still. All of the sounds coming from the reeds, where the bullfrogs were, and all the sounds of the night that were so loud, you realize that they've all stopped. What do you want to do?
I have dark vision, so I'll look towards the shore and I'll tell Eretenzar, something's up.
Okay, all of a sudden he will say to you, something's up. Eretenzar, he moves to the side and he's looking towards the shore and
I
staring
have dark vision.
Staring into the darkness. It is a very dark night. Everything's black and the shoreline looks black. With your dark vision, you can make out the shapes of the trees, but you cannot see anything moving. You do notice that the water is like glass. It has become incredibly still. It's almost like glass. There's almost not a there's nothing moving on the water whatsoever. What do you want to do, Eretenzar?
Going to go up, fly the ship up.
Okay, so you're going to turn and you're going to take the wheel, pull it back. Okay, you can feel the whole ship shake, and the bottom starts coming up, and you begin to move. As you begin to lift up Eretenzar, all of a sudden the entire ship will go this way, where your back end is going up and the bottom end is down towards the boat. It is a major jar to everything. So basically, you've gone like this, and all of a sudden, boom, it halts like that. You can see everything moving. I need you to make a dex check. Dex or under. Calamor, roll dex or under, or you'll be knocked to the ground. Dex or under?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so Calamore, roll a 10-sided dice and do not roll an 8, 9, 10 for me, or you're going to go over the deck.
4.
Okay, so you're knocked to the side. You almost get thrown over. You do go tumbling down the stairs to the second level. Aratenza, you're throwing your chest hits the wheel, and then you're throwing back hard onto the ground. So ordinarily your ship goes up straight, and instead it's almost like something's hooked at the front, and the back end goes up, and the front end is staying down. You've been dropped to the ground. Everybody in your rooms, you have all been jarred awake by the big move. Your stuff on your dressers and on your small tables. Some of you will be thrown out of bed. Your beds will actually slide across the floor. So it's almost as if the ship has hit something, but as far as you know, you were anchored. Inside your room, what do you want to do, Agmundar?
I'll get up and come to the top, up top to the deck.
Okay, out of a percentage from 0 to 100, what percent are you equipping yourself before you come up?
Shield and axe and my whatever else is on me.
Okay, Haruhisa.
I want to get my swords out. I'm not, and just like my immediate items, like my rings and stuff.
Okay, and you're coming up. Okay, Razak.
I'm going to start to pray right away.
Okay, what prayer are you doing?
Hermes speed.
Okay, so you're going to be casting Hermes speed. Okay, so you can get ready to have that set to cast and the description ready for me. Calamore.
Can I get up? I just got knocked
Okay,
down.
that's right. You're down. You're on top. Okay, Zildjian.
Grabbing my katana, magic items, and my potion belt.
Okay, so you're staying in your room a bit longer. Okay, so that's happened above. Now from the deck of the ship. Okay, so you can tell. So the whole ship is very much on an angle with the front end. The front end of the ship, as I say, is down at about water level, and the rest of it has been jacked up. So the ship is basically more like that.
You'd pull up the anchor before you went to leave?
I thought the same thing.
Okay. All right.
No pirate would forget that.
From the deck of the ship, what do you want to do, Calamore?
Get up and go pull up the anchor if it's at the front.
Okay, so you mean you're getting to your feet and you're moving towards the front of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, so Calamar's up and coming towards the front of the ship. Okay, we want to do Eretenzar. You're on your back on the deck of the ship.
You grab the wheel and gently put her back down.
Okay, hold on. So you're going to get up and you want to go to the wheel and begin to lower the ship. So you'll be getting up not as fast as Calamar and going to the wheel. Okay. Okay, so people are coming up from down below. Sia, what do you want to do?
I'm going to come up to the deck with my spear and shield.
Okay, so you're just going to grab those 2 items and come to the deck as fast as you can?
Yeah.
Okay. You can cast your prayer, Raza.
Sing, O Muse, the son of Zeus and Maya, Lord Selene and the Acadia rich in flocks, the messenger of the gods, the bringer of luck, whom Maya, the beautiful hair, bore after uniting with the love of Zeus. Speed for people per level, but I don't know how many people are close to me.
Yeah, keep on going. Read the description.
That's all it says. Speed per people per level. Battle duration.
Okay, battle duration. All right, so you are a 4th level priest. So, okay, Agmundar, you have speed on. Haruhisa, you have speed on. Zildjian, you have speed on. And Razak, you have speed on. So that's the 4 closest. Okay, so sorry, because Sia is there also. And does it just say people per level, or does it say in addition to the caster?
It says people per level.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 total. So I'm going to see who does not have it. 1, 2, 3. Razak will have it for sure. So this person does not have speed. It is your 1, 2, 3, 4. Person who does not have it is actually Egmundar. Okay, so you do not have speed. So you do have speed, Sia. You have speed, Razak. You have speed, Zildjian, and you have speed, Haruhisa. Okay, so that will also increase the speed at which you're coming up from below deck. Okay, Calamore. As you come towards the front of the ship, is your camera view on the front of the ship, Bernard? Does that work? See your view, yeah. Okay. Okay, so at the front of the ship, you can identify what is holding it down. There is a tentacle coming out of the water that is wrapped around the front of the ship and holding it in place. Calamore, what do you want to do? So you should be on Bernard's view. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to plug it short range.
What are you doing?
I'm going to walk up to that ballista and just try to hit it short range.
Okay, so you will go move up to the ballista. You will turn the ballista. Okay, you can roll to hit with the ballista.
Sorry, cut off there. Just attack.
Roll. You can roll to hit with the ballista.
3 total.
Okay, you will fire. You will miss. That ballista is no longer loaded. Okay, so you fired and you have missed. In the meantime, towards the back of the ship, Eratinzer, you are on the ship and you drop it back down into the water. So the ship goes dropping down, and you can tell that something towards the front is holding the ship down. From your position here, Eratinzer, you can see that there is a tentacle wrapped around the front of the ship, holding it in place. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm ringing the bell.
Okay, so you reach over. Okay, so there's a bell that is going, which it rings downstairs. And so although people are already coming up, and the first one to come running through and out is Haruhisa. Okay, so Haruhisa, you should be on my camera view. Okay, so you will come out onto the second deck or the second level of the ship.
That's a pretty girl. As far as pretty goes.
Look at this carriage box. It's so loose.
What's happening to it? It's just not holding anymore?
Yeah, it's,
You can swap the stems.
yeah.
Just throw it out and use a new one.
It's so loose, it just starts to move. Like it just starts to rotate. The cord should not be enough of a weight.
Could be, like sometimes they loosen up. You got to throw them out.
Yeah.
Get someone to change it.
Well, I don't really have another one here right now, so that's the problem. There's anything to swap it with.
Oh, I thought there was other ones. Okay.
Do we have another one without that handle on it?
Roland took it to make aerial stems. Oh well, it's just gonna be moving, I guess. It'll stop eventually. All right, so okay, here. Okay, so Harovisa, you will come out of there. The ship has dropped back down. What do you want to do?
Just like a woman.
I'll go to the front of the ship. Can I see that tentacle?
Okay, so you are so you come out the front. You will make your way to the front of the ship. You will move halfway down, and you will be able to see the tentacle rising out of the water. Yeah.
Okay.
You're under speed.
Can I go to Calamore and help him with that ballista?
You can. Okay, so you're sprinting. You'll sprint down. You will not get to Calamore, but you're on your way down there under speed. Okay, and what do you want to do? Also under speed is Razik. What do you want to do?
Put my armor on and go to deck.
On your armor. Okay, so it'll take about 45 minutes to get all of your armor on.
Oh, so I won't put on any armor. I'll just grab my sword and dagger.
Okay, so after you put on speed, you are going to be coming up. Okay, you're under speed, Zildjian.
Yep, coming up the stairs and waiting at the top in shadows.
Okay, so you will come up to the front. What do you want to do?
I want to get under that staircase in shadows and just wait.
Okay, so you will move into the shadows. What do you want to do, Sia?
I want to run up in front of Harovisa.
Okay, so you will come up under speed. Harohisa's already gone, so he's faster than you are. You will get towards the front. Harohisa's already towards the front of the ship. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna throw my spear into the tentacle.
You're nowhere.
Am I not?
There's nowhere. Well, you'd know because you'd have to throw it high enough. You got way too much stuff in front of you. So you'll come up to the front, and you can see a battle going on towards the front of the ship. Okay, what do you want to do? Mundar, you are the one not under speed, so you will be coming up after them. So just hold on. Okay, so going back to the front of the ship.
You have some tape. We can
It's
just
still
tape it so that it
No,
doesn't
don't worry
swim.
about it. It's fine.
It's still dark, right?
It'll stop eventually. Okay, it is dark at night. Yeah. Okay, so go back to your view. Okay. All right. Okay, so from at the front of the ship, you're there, Calamore. You have fired, and you have missed. The tentacle you can see is grabbing hold of the ship. It is definitely doing damage to the front of the ship. But as you're watching that and hearing the creaking of the wood, all of a sudden you can see the creature surfacing.
and kick me.
Okay, so you will see that creature beginning to come up towards the surface, and it presently has hold of your ship. It will rise up. As it does so, tentacles come bursting up and around the side Calamar. Tentacles coming at you. There are 4 tentacles that are coming up out of the water. They're dropping down onto the ship, trying to crush you, and then at the end, they whip out and try to grab you. What do you want to do?
Because it's all the same attack from a creature, can I strategic maneuver them, or is it not possible?
Nope.
Okay, just dodge them, buddy.
Okay, so you're dodging 4 arms coming down.
34 goes 24 plus 5. 18, 23s.
Okay, here we go. Here come the 4 tentacles. Okay, they go crashing down. 3 of them will not come that close to you. Each one of them falling is you'll see the splintering of wood as the whole ship rocks as it lifts up. The tentacles come snapping down close to you, Haruhisa. I need you to take a defensive action as you're coming towards the front. The tentacles are coming down. What do you want to do for your defensive action?
I want to parry it.
Make your screen big. Okay, so you can roll your parry.
That's a 15.
Okay, you put the sword up front. Boom! A tentacle smashes down on the deck of the ship in front of you. All of a sudden, with unexpected speed, it lunges, grabs hold of you around the waist, and yanks you up into the air off of the ship. Okay, Haruhisa has just been pulled off of the ship, and he's now, and in an instant, he is out and over top of the water in the tentacles of the creature. You are being crushed around the waist, Haruhisa. The damage is, so you can feel the incredible strength of whatever this is crushing into you. This is off of 1 hit. The damage that you lose is, holy fuck, I just rolled 5 14s on 20-sided dice.
Wow.
That's improbable.
That is improbable.
5 14.
You lose 140 points off of 1 hit, Haruhisa. 140 points off of 1 hit. What does that put you to?
12.
Okay, you're at 12 hit points and you're being crushed. I'm rolling your stance. Okay, so you are the equivalent of down. It feels as if this creature is the strength in it is overwhelming. Okay, so you've been hit there. The other tentacles have dropped down and then they pull back after being dropped, but they don't end up grabbing Calamar. As they do come over, they have ripped and torn this ballista. They've splintered it into pieces. So the front ballista has been smashed into pieces. Okay, back over to your rounds. I'm going to start with Agmundar. You have come out the doorway at the front of the vessel. Actually, I'll come to you in 1 sec. First of all, I'm going to go to Sia. You're under speed. What do you want to do?
I'm still way back there. I'd like to come up to the front as far as I can.
Okay, so you're sprinting. What is your dexterity?
14.
Okay, so you sprint towards the front of the ship.
And I'd like to. Can I do anything now? Where am I?
You're sprinting towards the front of the ship. Anything else?
Can I throw my spear into the tentacle?
Okay, so you'll come forward and you hurl your spear into the tentacle. Okay, go ahead.
Good call.
Okay, so you will hurl your spear. You'll stick it into the tentacle. Your spear is now stuck in the tentacle. Give me damage.
124.
Okay, go ahead. How's it 124?
Not right.
No, so it's just an ordinary hit. That's all you did was an ordinary hit.
What did I do wrong here?
Oh, what did you just
14.
roll? What did you just roll?
14.
No, but why did you roll it? Why did you roll it?
Sorry, I'm rolling the wrong one here.
No, but what do you, I don't know what you're rolling. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
You
I'm
hit.
doing damage.
You threw your
Sorry,
spear and you
I was
hit.
using these, but I'm supposed to be using this.
Okay. But hold on now. But why are you using an 8-sided dice? You're over 10th level fighter, right?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Okay, so it's okay. This one. Okay, so you did an ordinary. You did. Where's your sheet?
Here?
No, where's your character sheet? I don't want to see that. I want to see
Yeah, I have it here. That's
I know,
the damage.
I don't want to see that. Okay, so you're hitting with your spear, so it's 10d plus 1. Okay, and then where's the spear?
3.
Spear's plus 3, so you're
At 4.
10d plus 4 times 3. So go ahead. So 10d plus 4. Okay,
So
that's
9.
5. Yeah, 9 times 3 is 27.
27.
Okay. Okay, so you hurl your spear into the tentacle for 27 points. Okay, you'll stick into the tentacle. Roll a 10-sided dice and do not roll a 10.
9.
Okay. All right. Okay, over to Calamore from the front of the vessel.
Jesus.
Okay, Calamore.
Yeah.
go, go.
I'm gonna run right to the end of the tip of that point and jump off with a dagger and stab it twice in the head.
Okay, so Calamore comes running down the deck of the ship. Okay, so you're going to jump off. So first of all, I need you to do an acrobatics roll to jump across and hit that point. So just give me an unmodified acrobatics roll.
72. No, 84.
84. Okay, so
72,
you jump. You go jumping across. You hit the slippery surface of the creature. You find yourself going sliding straight off, and you're down into the water at the side of the creature. Okay, back in the shadows towards the door. What do you want to do, Zildjian?
I'm climbing the crow's nest as fast as I possibly can.
Okay, so you are under speed.
Yeah.
So the center crow's nest.
The center crow's nest. Yeah.
Okay, so you run to here, and you are beginning to climb. Okay, what are you doing, Razik? You have now reached the front. You've reached the front of the, or you've come to the front of the ship. You are also under speed. So I'll show you you should be viewing my camera. You will come up to here. What do you want to do?
Cameras. I'll say a prayer under speed.
Okay, so under speed, you're going to do a prayer. What prayer do you want to do?
Dionysus insect swarm.
Okay, so doing Dionysus's insect swarm. Okay, so you're standing there. Okay, so from the front, all you can see is tentacles slamming down across the front of the ship. So do your prayer.
Oh, if I don't see the creature, I won't
Well, you
say
can
the
see the
prayer.
creature because you can see the tentacles slamming down on the front of the ship. So go
Okay.
ahead, do the prayer. Yeah.
Great God Dionysus, send the insects of the air. Let them aid us by striking our enemies.
Okay, so and read the description of the prayer.
Summons a swarm of insects that last 3 rounds per level. When the prayer is centered on an enemy, the swarm will follow it relentlessly until the prayer ends. Any affected creatures are -4 to hit, damage, and save for a duration, and loses 10 hit points per round. No saving throw.
Okay, so you have dropped an insect plague at the sea creature. You have come out, Egmundar. You are not in speed. What do you want to do?
I'm heading to the front of the ship. That's what I'm
Okay,
doing.
you can see. Okay, so you can see tentacles slamming down across the front of the vessel. Okay, you will run and you will be about halfway down the length of the ship, just crossing the mast where you can see Zildjian scrambling up. You can see in front of you, Sia has just thrown a spear. Okay, in the meantime, back at the back of the boat, what do you want to do, Aratenza?
I'm going to use a round of invisibility out of my cloak, and I'm going to teleport to the front of the nest.
Okay, so you will go invisible, and then you're going to use a psionic of teleport to go to the front crow's nest. Okay, go ahead.
6, got it.
Okay, and you are now perched up here. Make sure the points are off. Okay, over to Haruhisa to end your rounds.
Okay, I will take a full heal from this my Mori Lotus ring.
Okay, so you're going to do a full heal off the Mori Lotus ring. Okay, and so that heal that's one of the 2 heals crossed off.
Yeah.
Okay. Over to the creature. With the tentacle that is holding you, Haruhisa, it drops it below water. So you're all of a sudden plunged. You're going to estimate about 60 feet below water level. And the tentacle with fast speed slams you down and is now holding you underwater. With a constitution of 16, you can be 4 rounds under the water before you will start to drown. 4 rounds. You are now under the water. While it does so, it crushes you, doing the following damage.
He's at -4 to hit.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
$124 off of 1 hit. 124 off of 1 hit. What does that put you to, Haruhisa?
28.
Okay, you're at 28 hit points. And you are under the water. Just go down a sec. Red. Okay. All right. Over to continuing with its rounds. Okay, 3 of its tentacles lash out. 1 goes shooting forward at Sia. The other 3 will maneuver. It's still got 1 part of it coiled around the front of the ship, and it's slapping with the end of that tentacle also. But it will drop its tentacles down. So once again, they smash through the wood on the front of your ship, and then they, once they drop their weight, they flash out to grab opponents. So there are 3 arms that are flashing out at this point, and it is only Sia that is in areas to be hit. Sia, what do you want to do?
Precognition knowledge.
Okay, roll.
4%.
Razik, bring up the description of your insect swarm one more time, because I'm going to ask you to read it for me again, so bring it up.
Okay.
Add 7 to my hits.
What did you roll on the percentage?
21.
What did you roll on the percentage?
4% the first time, so I got 5, and then 32.
Okay, so what does it take to hit you?
14. So now it's 21.
Okay, 20 was a hit. Okay, so you got a really good dodge going as you're pulling back. So you're hoping that the tentacles can not grab you. They need a 21 to actually grab you. Here we go. There are the 3 rolls. Miss, miss, miss. Okay, so all the tentacles will miss, and they're dragging back from the front of the ship. Okay, over to your rounds. Under the water on the side of the massive creature. You should be on Bernard's camera. Go back to what do you want to do, Calamore?
I'm close to that. Well, first of all, I'm a very good swimmer.
Yeah, except you're all and you are not presently fully dressed, so you're in a decent position to be swimming.
Well, I would be, right, because I was on guard.
Oh, you are on guard, right? So you are. So
but I don't wear
What type of armor are you wearing?
Leather. Leather armor, shin plates, and a belt. That's all I have for armor.
Okay, so you're pretty heavily clad. So you're not.
I'd be pretty heavy.
What do you want to do?
That tentacle that has Harahisu, that's right by me
You're not-
there.
At this point where you are in the water, you have no idea where Harold is.
And I'm going to look to the ship, and I'm just going to use a charge of blink to blink up and out of the way.
Okay, so you'll use a charge of blink to go from the water, and then you'll be on the deck of the ship. Once you're on the deck of the ship, what do you want to do?
Yell at the captain. Or actually, I'm going to yell at the captain. We need to put the shield up.
Okay, so you're screaming for the shield to go up. Okay, and okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, you got 3 rounds of blink left. Okay, Harohisa, under the water in round 1. Holding your breath. The tentacle is around your waist. And you are clinging on, presently holding on to both of your swords.
Yeah, I'm going to release your story.
You should not be taking off armor adjustment, should you?
No, I didn't.
Well, on both of the hits, you did, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't take off any armor adjustment?
No.
On either of the hits, okay.
No, I did not take off either armor adjustment.
Okay, good. Okay, so what do you want to do?
I want to release from story.
What is your storing item?
It's a ring.
Okay, so your storing item is a ring. What is the item?
The ring, the Mori Lotus ring.
Mori Lotus ring. Okay. Okay. Storing slots. Yeah. Okay. What do you want to release?
Both Chaddock's Invulnerability and Garen's Blowback.
Okay. So
now, is that my entire round, even though I'm in speed? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you can put invulnerability onto yourself.
Yeah.
And cross off Garen's Blowback. Okay, okay. Okay, and you are invulnerable but still under the water, so you can of course drown.
But it didn't. Did it get the tentacles off or no?
No, you haven't seen any effect from the blowback. Over to Eretenzar.
Okay, I am going to use a 40-point remain invisible and use a 40-point baleful teleport on it.
Okay, so first of all, cross off the round of invisibility. Okay.
Five, got it.
Okay.
That's a 40-pointer. So this times 5. Well, 16, 17 times 5.
85.
85.
Okay, so you do 85 points of damage against the creature. Okay, over to Calamore.
Well, I blink to get out of the water.
That's right. Yeah, sorry, no, you are done. Over to Sia.
Do I have my spear or no?
Spear stuck in a tentacle, and now it's back in your hand again. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Because it has return on it, right?
Yep, I just thought maybe it got actually stuck in there.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going to throw my spear into the tentacle again.
Okay, so the tentacle that's got the ship, you pull back and you hurl the spear again.
Yep. Combat prescient. 22. 10, 18.
Okay, so you hit the tentacle.
Okay.
Give me damage.
3, 4, 14.
Your total damage is 14.
Yeah.
What did you roll on the dice there?
3.
So 3 plus 4 is 7. And then you're because you're only 7 of that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so 14 points. You throw the spear into it. Roll a 10 set of dice. Don't roll a 10.
4.
Okay. Over to Egmundar.
I'm gonna come racing to the front
Yeah.
Can I get to the front, like the coming right out and top? Because I want to run right out and I want to jump in between its eyes. And I want to stick myself with the axe right between its eyes.
Kind of an ignorant move.
On Bernard's camera case, you come to the front of the ship. Okay, you come running out across. Okay, so what is your dexterity?
17.
Okay, roll a dexterity or under.
Okay. 12, yeah.
Okay, so you come leaping forward and you come dropping down onto in the head area of the creature.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can, and what kind of attack do you want to do?
I'm going to do exertion, and I'm going to do a triple. I'm going to go on exertion, and I'm going to do a triple damage hack into the forehead of it.
Okay.
Fucker. That will hit the move.
Okay,
14
so
on the dice, 23 total.
Okay, you drive the axe down into the head of the creature. Okay, give me damage.
Okay, damage is. Just a second. 9, so. Oops, hang on. 17 times 204 points.
Okay, you do 204 points, and then you drop off the creature and down into the water. Okay, and you will be sinking. Over to Zildjian, you go scampering. Actually, no, you're not wearing armor, so you're not sinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll go scampering up, and you are up on the front crow's nest. Or sorry, on the middle crow's nest. Okay,
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
I can't really see if I have a vantage point at it.
Bernard's camera. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to take a knee and put these 2 vials of unknown poison that I collected off those bandits on the way to in Midway Island there. I'm going to put
from the middle, from the middle crow's nest where you are, you do not have a clear shot at the creature. You're going to have to get a cross to the front crow's nest.
Are there any ropes that I can use to get across?
Yep, there's a rope up high, or else you can try to leap.
Oh man,
or you can jump up and go across the rope. It will come down. It'll come down to an acrobatics roll.
Robert.
Acrobatics roll.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, okay, I'll take the risk.
Okay, so you're gonna go. So you leap from the middle crow's nest all the way across to the front crow's nest.
Yep.
Make an acrobatics roll.
Missed it by 7%.
Okay, you go leaping across. You will go short. You'll find yourself falling. You can make an acrobatics roll. Make an acrobatics roll to grab something on the way down.
Yeah, 36.
Okay, so you're hanging now from the
okay,
rope near the front of the ship. Okay, over to Razik.
Okay, first of all, the description of that prayer again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Summons a swarm of insects that lasts for rounds per level. When the prayer is centered on an enemy, the swarm will follow it relentlessly until the prayer ends. Any affected creature suffers -4 to hit, damage, and save for duration and loses 10 hit points a round. No saving throw.
Okay. You can add back onto your hit points, Haruhisa. You can add on 4 hit points back on again.
Okay.
So, 4 hit points, so you're actually at 32 rather than 28. Okay, thank you. Okay, what do you want to do, Razik?
I'm just hiding in shadows.
Okay. So you can see yourself on my camera. You're towards the back of the boat, down hiding in shadows. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert, I made a mistake on my damage because I was exertion. It should have been 408.
Okay. Okay, over to the creature. Okay, it will bring it'll bring two of its tentacles down, slamming onto the water rather than the boat into where Agmundar's dropped. The fourth tentacle will go to grab Calamore. So here we go. First of all, two tentacles coming down, getting dropped onto Agmundar.
Dodging.
Okay, so you're dodging from the water. Go ahead.
5%. That will give me 21s to hit.
Okay. You are hit both times. Both tentacles come crashing down. You can feel an incredible weight, like a pillar dropping down onto you. Not once.
He's -4 to hit.
Yeah. And then you find yourself wrapped up as the tentacles have wrapped around your body.
Because it can't be held.
Okay, so it cannot hold you, so you only lose the damage from the falling tentacles. Okay, the damage is Agmundar, you lose 260 points off of 2 hits.
But I don't have my armor, so
260 points off of 2 hits. And you were starting, okay, you've got to, so what are your hit points at?
12.
Okay, so take the hit points off of there. So 260 points off.
Okay, minus 248 because I don't have any armor on. So
okay, you're at minus 248 hit points. Okay, so you are in the water. You are dazed and you've been crushed by the falling tentacles, but they cannot grab you. One tentacle is going to grab Calamore.
Dodge. Uh, 19s to hit.
Okay, that's a 68 dodge.
Yeah, it becomes a 58 with my boots.
Okay.
So
Okay,
+1.
so here comes the tentacle. Natural 20.
Aye.
Tentacle grabs hold of Calamore, who pulls them off of the boat.
Robert.
Yeah.
A rune will go off of protection versus hold. Should be on the dagger there.
Okay, rune of protection versus hold. Okay.
Well,
so
free action. Free action. Sorry.
I don't think you can make runes of free action, can you?
Let me check the description.
I doubt it'll say free action.
Pretty sure it's not there.
Disintegration, petrification, charm, sleep, slow, confusion, fear, hold, negative energy, negation.
Okay, so the rune stays on you. It does not actually get used. Because being grabbed by a tentacle isn't what they mean there by hold.
By hold? Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so you are hit by the tentacle on a natural 20. You are pulled off of the boat and down into the water.
Sure.
Okay, the damage from the natural 20 tentacle is 35, 45, 52.
He's -4 on damage as well.
Yeah. 54, 63.
Oh, so I'm only minus 244.
Fit as a fiddle.
Times 4. Okay, 236 points off of 1 hit Calamore.
Okay, Robert, go to contingencies, or sorry, permanent contingency. A heal will go off at -10 hit points.
Okay, healing upon -10. Okay, so you are healing. Okay. All right, and you are under the water. Okay, the creature. Okay, so it has squeezed Haruhisa, hit Agmundar. Okay, all right, and okay, the creature is done. over to your rounds. I'll start at the back of the boat. This time I'll start with you, Razik. What do you want to do?
Hide in shadows.
Okay, so you are down hiding. Okay, over to Sia. The spear is now back in your hands.
I'm gonna come up to the front of the boat.
Okay, so you weave among the splinters of the wood and the sliding tentacles. Okay, what do you want to do?
Can I hurl my spear into his head from there?
Yep. Okay, so you'll come from the top and you'll basically harpoon down into the head of the sea monster.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do triple damage.
Okay, a triple damage throw.
I'm gonna combat questions. I get 1.
Okay.
1 point. Okay.
Okay, drive that spear down. You need high. What's on the dice? 2 on the dice. Okay, you'll hurl it down. Roll a 10-sided dice, and do not roll a 10.
6.
Okay. All right. Over to Zildjian. You are. I'm actually going to move the camera here. So go to my camera.
Yep, gotcha.
And you are dangling from the rope on the front. There's a creature down there. What do you want to do?
Getting up. My original plan. Get it to the crow's nest.
Okay, you'll scamper up onto the crow's nest.
Yep.
Roll your hear noises.
Okay. Yep, 10%.
Okay, you're not alone on the crow's nest.
Valley.
Something is up there. Okay.
I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing wildly up here.
Okay, go ahead. So roll a 20-sided dice. We'll do a focus hit and roll your blind fighting first.
Okay, blind fighting. Ooh, no, 92, definitely not.
Okay, so you're at -4 to hit, and roll a focus blow.
14 total.
Okay, 14 making total. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and you have been blocked. Your sword is blocked in the midair by something invisible.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want to do, Ertenza?
Remain invisible.
Okay, Eretenzar, you can tell that it's Eretenzar who just blocked your blow. You'll hear him say, "Idiot, it's me." Okay, what do you do?
Oh.
Yeah, you just made me waste my round.
I was just gonna blow him up.
Okay, so you will sonically attack the creature again, Eretenzar.
15 times 5, 30.
15 times 5 is 75. Okay, so you take 75 points off of the sea creature. Okay, what do you want to do under the water inside the grip of the tentacle Calmor?
I'm gonna fucking just. I'm gonna try to escape artist.
Okay, so you're gonna go to your escape artistry. Okay, so what percent do you have? Actually, no, don't worry about it because you have to spend the round healing. So you are healing this round because you continuously went up.
Right.
So you are under the water. You have a constitution of 16. So you could also. This is round 1 that you are under the water. Okay, the tentacle has also got Haruhisa under the water. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and hit him twice.
Okay, so you mean hit the so you're gonna try to like saw or stab into the tentacle? Yeah. That's God hold you?
Yeah, try and get out of this.
Okay, so if you can take off enough damage, you will be able to cut the end of the tentacle off.
I'll do 2 triple damage.
Okay, hold on, because you are under the water and you have a sword. So tell me how you are attacking.
I want to take my sword. I'm trying to stab them right through the tentacles, like stick them right into it, and kind of saw back and forth.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. 19 and 3, so 1 hits.
Okay, give me damage.
Times 3. 18, 10. 201.
201, you have cut the tentacle free. You're now drifting. You're still under the water, and you're drifting away from the corpse, but you've actually cut the end of the tentacle off.
Nice.
Okay, over to Agmundar. You are in the water.
I'll do a heal out of my ring.
Okay, so you're at minus 248. You're going to use a heal out of the ring. Okay, so crossing off one of the heals, and your hit points are back up to 103. You are under the water. Okay, over to Calamore. You are in the grip of the creature.
You already went to me. I was healing this round.
That's right. Okay, and so that is everyone's round. It's back to the creature. Okay, this had a tentacle severed. It's got one tentacle around Calamore.
He loses 10 around from me, so maybe he's dead.
Okay, two tentacles come. Actually, one tentacle will come through the water to attack Agmundar. The other tentacle is coming up slamming down on the deck of the ship, trying to and it will try to grab Sia. So first of all, attacking Agmundar.
Dodge out of the dodge.
Okay, roll.
Okay, what's it at? The 19's to hit me.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Whoop, the tentacle goes to squeeze around you. Your free action will prevent it, but it will hit. The damage is. God, what crazy rolls today. That's not great damage though. 6, 13, 19, 30, 30 goes 6. He goes 120 off of one hit. 120 off of one hit, that puts you at minus 7.
Minus 17.
Minus 17, yeah, that's right. Okay, you're minus 17. Okay, the other tentacle will go to grab Sia.
Precognition dodge.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope. 14.
Okay, here we go. Tentacle attacks. We'll miss on a 2. Okay, and so at minus 4 due to Razik's prayer. So the tentacle will smash the ship, but will not hit you. Okay. Okay. Okay, and the tentacle will squeeze Calamore. Calamore, you're being crushed in the tentacle. The damage you lose is under the water.
Minus 4.
7, yeah. 7 minus 4 is 60. 126 off one hit, Calamore.
Thank you.
I get armor adjustment though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
126 off of one hit.
109,
He
11?
gets minus 4 off his hit, so.
Yeah. 100,
I'm at 13, sorry.
13 hit points?
13, Robert.
Yeah, you're at 13 hit points. Okay, the creature is done. Okay, you are under, so keep in mind those that are under water, that you are still underwater. Okay, its round is done. I'm going to go to your rounds. I'll start at the back of the ship with Razik.
Can I see Agmundar?
From your position, no, because if you look, you are on my camera.
Yeah.
You're at the back of the ship, and when you look forward,
Can I move to the front and possibly see him?
okay,
I'm
so
under speed.
okay, so you go under speed, so you're going towards the front of the ship. Okay, so you will move towards the front of the ship. There's no sign of Agmundar. You can just see the thrashing in the water, the falling of the tentacles, and you can see the creature at the surface. But there's no sign of Agmundar.
I'll try to drop into shadows.
Okay, so you will drop down in the front among all the splintered wood over to Eretenzar up high.
Remain invisible and give it another 40 point full teleport.
Okay,
18, no, I missed.
okay, take the points off. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Zildjian?
I've got, I'm in speed, so I'm going to coat 3 arrows with this unknown poison.
You're putting 3 arrows with an unknown poison into the creature?
Yeah, can I try to assassinate it? I want to put one right through its eyeball, like all 3 of them, through the eyeballs.
No, there's no. This is not an assassination situation.
Okay.
So you can shoot your 3 arrows.
Okay.
When was this poison put on?
I'm putting it on right now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean you are applying poison right now?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't clear about that.
Okay, so you are applying poison to 3 arrows.
I am under speed. I don't know if that impacts things.
Okay, so I'm looking for this poison.
Yeah, it's poison I collected off those bandits on the way to the midway to the Mastiff.
Okay, so you drop down, so you'll see him behind you. He's applying poison. Okay, and then back towards the front. What do you want to do, Sia?
I want to throw my spear into its head again.
Okay, you pull back the spear and you hurl it down again.
Okay, combat pressing. Ooh, 4%.
That's tough. She's pretty
Okay.
good.
That's 5. Yeah, did I say triple damage?
Nope. What's on the dice?
12. 9.
9 on the
9
dice.
and 12.
Okay, so you will hit the head of the creature. Give me damage.
2, 4, 6, 12.
Okay, and roll a 10-sided dice. Do not roll a 10.
8.
Okay, your spear will come back to your hands. Okay. Okay, so you're driving the spear back and forth down into the head of the creature. Under the water, over to Haruhisa. You've now got a thick tentacle that's about it's about twice the width of your body, and it's wrapped around you. And it's heavy, and it's causing you to sink like a stone.
Okay, can I push it off me? Can I dex it under, get out of it?
Okay, so you're grabbing hold of it, and you can't get this thing off you. You've severed it off, and it's not hurting you anymore, but it's wrapped straight around you. You can't get it off, and you're sinking.
Okay.
So if you want, so just tell me. I mean, if your whole effort's going to be using your physical attributes to try to get out of it, then that's what you can let me know.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm in speed if that helps.
Okay, so you are writhing and trying to get out. So you're dropping down, you're holding your breath, you're sinking, and it's going to come down to a roll to see whether you can get this off of you or not, or else you're going to drown. Right?
Okay.
That's okay?
Well,
Okay.
Then I'm going to. What items do I have on me?
You have, like, ask me if you have it. It would only be stuff that you would sleep with, and you basically got up and grabbed your swords.
Okay, well then I guess I'll hit my party pendant.
You would not be
I
sleeping.
can't wear a pendant?
Have you seen that pendant? It's a large pendant. No, you wouldn't be sleeping with the pendant.
Well, I definitely want to sleep with that thing in the future.
No, you're not going to be able to sleep with the party pendant. No.
Why?
Because it's too big to sleep with. Like on a constant basis, every night, you're not going to be sleeping with a big pendant around your neck.
I've slept with bigger women.
Can I cast anything or no?
Can you what? Sorry.
Can I cast?
Sure. Sure, you can cast. Yeah.
Okay. Underwater and without my book, I can cast.
Well, you'll be making a roll for it, obviously.
Okay.
You'll be doing it by memory.
Okay, I'll cast.
As you're dropping down.
Under speed, can you cast twice?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Okay, I want to cast twice.
Okay, never mind what he's saying. So get
Yeah.
back to telling me what you want to do.
Okay, I want to cast. I'm going to cast. Hang on, I have right here. Hang on.
Okay, so I'm going to come back to you. You spend the round sinking into the depths of the water.
No, I don't want to spend the round.
Over to Calamore. What do you want to do? You are under the water. You are held by this creature. What do you want to do?
The Gazegill Party of the Pendant. I have once per 30-day teleport.
Okay.
You last used May 5th. I'll use it to teleport me back onto the deck. Yeah, I'm just going somewhere back on the deck.
Okay, so whereabouts do you want to go onto the deck of the ship?
Away from the front.
What's that? Front?
Let's go middle.
Okay, so you will appear in the middle of the vessel of the ship. So you are now there. What do you want to do, Egmundar?
I'll take these 2 Mahal's gift.
Okay, that means drinking something. You are thrashing about presently, just so you know, in the water. So that means that you're somehow wanting to stop. And where are you going to get the Mahal's gifts from?
Okay, I'll do a heal out of my ring.
Okay, so you're going to concentrate on the ring, crossing off a heal. Okay, and putting you back up to 103 hit points. Okay, so you will spend your round healing, and you're just thrashing around beside the creature. Okay, what do you want to do, Haruhisa?
I want to cast Removal's Elemental Barrier.
Okay, you're under speed. You want to cast anything else?
Yeah, I also want to cast Frost Blink.
Okay, so we're casting 2 spells, so you can cast the first one first.
Can I do memory check?
No. Start by, first of all, what is the spell?
Removal's Elemental Barrier.
Okay, just hold on. You're going to want to have that description ready. Okay, so I'm crossing off this spell. Removal's Elemental Barrier. Okay, level 2. Okay, and now, you can make your memory check. So you need a 13 or lower.
9.
Okay, so that spell goes off, and then you'll turn around and you're going to cast Frost Blink.
Yep.
Crossing off Frost Blink. So, and now you can make but first of all, before we do Frost Blink, you can actually cast Removal's Elemental Barrier.
Dinya, Jabwu, Farikwa, Zua, Tatak.
Make a fumble roll.
14.
Okay, and now make a memory check 13 or under for Frost Blink.
6.
Okay, so that spell goes off, and so now you can cast that.
Okay, I have to bring it up. Hang on. Sorry. Okay, Frost Blink. Frost Blink. Okay, Atu Manki Am Kan Allah. Fumble. 14.
Okay, so those 2 spells have now been cast onto you.
Yeah.
Okay,
want the description or no?
Maybe the description of Removal's Elemental Barrier, level 3.
Target can survive in any element for 1 hour per level due to a thin layer of fresh air that surrounds the target.
Okay, so you can now breathe under the water. All right, going back to the creature.
Good work.
Okay, it will, with its 3 tentacles, it's got one of them, no more. It's got 3 tentacles, so it will attack Egmundar, it will attack Sia, and with the 3rd one, it will attack Sia. So we're bringing him up onto the boat and grabbing. So here goes, first of all, onto Egmundar. What do you want to do, Egmundar?
Dodge.
Okay, roll your dodge.
Okay. 1%, 21's to hit.
Here we go. 13 will, and at -4, it will miss. Okay, 2 tentacles going to grab Sia.
I'll take my initial dodge.
Okay.
+3. 2d6. So +3, 17.
Okay, here we go. Tentacles come down. Once again, they will both miss Sia. So you'll you'll move out of the way. The tentacles will crash down, but they will not hit you. Okay. All right, so it is back over to your rounds. I will start with Palomar in the midsection of the boat.
Oh, I'm going to pull out this short bow of Uvathicon and move forward.
Pull it. So you're changing weapons to a bow as you move forward. Okay. Over to Eretenzar.
Remain invisible. Man, okay, I'm going to use an 80 point. Full teleport here.
Okay, so from up in the crow's nest, using a baleful teleport again. Okay, what does it say? Power square is?
So I get a +1 on each d6. So instead of +5, it's +10 +40.
Okay.
Times 10 +40.
Boom.
6, 8, 11 times 10.
110.
110 +40.
150. Okay, you drop 150 points of damage onto the creature. What do you want to do, Zildjian? You have poisoned 3 arrows.
Yep, sinking them all into its bulbous mass.
Okay, where?
Okay, on +3 on these rolls.
Okay.
That's a 22, a 6, and a fucking 5.
Okay, so you will hit. So to hit the creature from that spot, all you need is a 13.
Okay, so I hit once.
Okay, give me
With the
damage.
poisoned arrow.
The arrow.
Yeah.
It's -4 to save.
3.
Death
6. 6 points.
Okay, make sure the arrows are off.
Yeah.
Over to Razak.
I'm going to go under speed and focus hit him.
Focus hit what?
That creature. I'm going to jump on him and stab him.
So you're running off the boat and jumping into the water with the creature?
Yeah.
Okay, so Razak goes charging off the boat and launches himself down onto the creature. Okay, first of all, you can go to your acrobatics. What does it say that you have for acrobatics? Okay,
I got 11%, and my acrobatics are. I don't have anything here.
You say you don't have an acrobatics skill?
Well, I have a skill, but I don't have it filled in.
All right. Okay, so your acrobatics is 39%. So on 11%, you land on top of the creature, slipping and sliding. Kate, now that you're on the back of the creature, what do you want to do?
2 double damage moves under speed.
Okay, and so driving. So this is a dagger that you're driving down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna release the Ticey's luck that I have with it.
Okay, so we're riding on top of the creature. You can go to stab it twice, 2 double damage stabs. If you hit, you will release Tyche's luck. Go ahead.
Shit. Fumbled.
Okay.
And 11.
+8.
+8. So 1 hit, 1 fumble.
So
I'll give you
percentage. You are +8?
No, I'm give me a second.
You got a +1 skill and you got a +4 dagger. So that means you're +5 total, right?
Yeah. 11 + 5 is 16.
No. You have to half your pluses if you're doing special moves. So okay, so you will stab twice, but you will not hit the double damage, so you'll not release Tyche's luck, and you rolled a 1. So give me a fumble percentage.
48%.
Okay, 48 is break weapon, 1 break. So your total +5 on that stab. You got a 25% chance of saving the weapon. Roll 25% or lower.
59.
Okay, so your dagger has 1 break in it. So the main gauche has 1 break. Put that down on the dagger. Okay, and you're still presently sitting on the back on an 11% of that creature. Okay, what do you want to do, Sia?
I'm gonna keep just hurling it into the spear into his head.
Yeah.
Like right.
Yeah, because so you have harpooned it 4 to 5 times. You're going to do it again.
I'm gonna do triple damage.
Okay.
On that pressing. No.
Okay, triple damage thrust.
19.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so you hurl the spear in for, and you'll hit it in the head for triple damage.
There we go.
10, so 14. Is it
Times 2
14 times 2.
28, and then times 3. Yeah.
So 84.
Okay, so you'll drive it for 84 points. Don't roll a 10 on the 10-sided dice.
6.
Okay. All right. And so now into the water. What are you doing, Egmundar?
I'm going to use invulnerability out of my ring.
Okay, so I'm going to go to your ring. Okay, and you're going to use invulnerability.
Yeah.
Crossing it off. Okay, over to Haruhisa.
Okay.
Okay, so you can now breathe. You're in the darkness of the water with this big tentacle. Like it's about maybe 9 feet of tentacle, big, thick, and heavy, like you can see there. Feels wrapped around you.
Okay, can I blink?
Yeah, well, you can only blink where you can see.
Can I not see anything at all?
You can see under the water, so you could blink. Although you don't have any particular way to see, and it's dark at night, and you're underwater. No, you can see basically black.
Okay. Then I guess I'll cast.
Okay. What would you like to cast?
I'd like to cast. I'd like to cast this. Fuck, I'm just trying to find down here. It's called Kiki's Strength or something. Kiri's Giant Strength.
What level?
Level 3 alteration.
Okay, so you're casting level 3 spell. It's called what?
Kiri's Giant Strength.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you wish to cast anything else?
And I'll cast. No, no, that's it.
Okay. Make a. So first of all, start by making a memory check. 13 or under.
Memory check. 18. No.
Okay. Spell fails. So, but it is crossed off. Okay. You're still under the water. Over in the blackness. Over to. Okay. And now, so have you gone this round, Calamar?
Yeah, switch to bow.
That's right. Okay. Over to its round. Okay. The creature, you will all of a sudden see its tentacle will go sliding off the front of the ship. And okay, you're on its back, Razik. You can see it is dropping down into the water and going down. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna jump back on the ship.
Okay, so you turn and roll an acrobatics roll. As you turn and you go skipping off its back onto the front of the ship.
Black. 71%.
Okay, 71%. The wood will break underneath you. You'll go plunging into the water, but the creature you have fought it off, and it will retreat into the depths.
Wow, that was close.
Wow. There's probably a lot of treasure around here, down there.
Storm sea creatures.
Okay, it goes slipping off. Okay, so from the front of the ship, you got Egmundar in the water. You will quickly see that you have no idea where. You'll try to identify people. I assume. Now, have you got to take off rounds of invisibility?
I've been taking them off as the battle progressed.
Each round?
Yeah.
Okay, so take off one more and then you'll come visible once you realize it's actually on. Okay. Does anybody want an action?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to grab some rope off the deck and wrap it around myself and throw it down to Egmundar and Razik, who are in the water.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you have to tie it to yourself. They're already attached to the boat. There are already life preservers on the boat, so you'll throw them down. And so through that means Egmundar and Razik will come back onto the deck of the ship.
Thank you.
One more action.
Yeah.
I'd like to yell up to Air Tenzar, contact Haruhisu. Last I saw, he was under the water.
Yeah, that would be happening. So go to make contact with Haruhisa, Tenzar. Okay. Overall level 20.
Can I get an action too?
Just, yeah, you will get an action, yeah. Okay, so overall level 20. Overall level what? 20? 20. Got it. Okay, you have made contact with Haruhisa. Okay, what do you want to do, Haruhisa?
I'd like to do a couple of things here. I'm going to try and do a gaseous form alteration spell, level 3.
Okay. Okay, so when you're around, you're casting gaseous form.
Yep.
Okay, so okay, this is a level 3 spell. Okay, crossing it off, and you can roll your memory check.
9. Yep.
Okay, and now you have to cast a spell and make a fumble roll.
Gaseous form. Okay. It has no spell. Do I have to actually say the words here?
What do you mean? What do you say?
It's got no description.
No description?
It's got no incantation or whatever you call it.
Okay, so you have to make another memory check. So you got to roll 13 or under.
No.
Okay, so the spell does not work. Okay. Okay, you have made contact, Tenzar.
Maintain contact and mind link.
Okay. Any other action on the Ratscallion? Okay, take your points off. Okay, so you know he's alive. You have made contact, and you now have mind link.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
Are you able to make it back?
I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna try okay, I'm gonna try another one here.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I'm gonna try.
Wrong.
Hang on for 1 sec, Joe. Let me see if I can.
Actually, I can't come get you.
Sorry?
What if you can't make it back? What are you gonna do?
I got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Okay, use those tricks.
Okay, you're breaking contact? Okay, you're done.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing here, Harisa?
I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast Alicia's mass morph.
Okay, so you're casting Alicia's mass morph.
Yep.
You're really trying to cast after all the attempts that you've made.
Yep.
Okay, so what level spell is this?
Level 3.
Okay, crossing off the last Alicia's mass morph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so we can start by making a memory check.
12, yep.
Okay, and now you can cast the spell.
Okay, I'm just scratching this off here. Estas pesos de mordor quasas differentes.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it to
Did you make the fumble roll?
Oh, fumble roll. One natural 20.
Okay, what are you turning into?
I'll turn into a tuna.
Okay, so you turn into a fish. Okay, that will allow you to get out. Okay, so you'll swim out from a tentacle. Okay, and then what do you want to do?
Then I want to swim towards the boat.
Okay, so you'll swim out. Yeah, you'll be able to locate the boat. You can see the bottom of the boat.
Okay, I want to come up to the top of the Can I come to the top of the surface?
Tuna.
You can go towards the surface, yeah.
Okay, then I want to. Can I choose to turn back into a human?
Well,
See,
what does
go
the
find-
spell say?
Go find me some nice seafood, would you?
Says save negate. Spell allows caster morph up to 6 creatures and anything the wizard has seen. It doesn't say.
Okay, so you're a tuna. You have hit the top of the water, and then what do you want to do?
Then I want to just. I guess I'll just swim with the. I can't choose to spell this.
What do you want to do?
I just wait.
Oh, sorry, you're gonna wait.
Yeah.
Gonna wait for what?
For me to shift back in.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna wait. Okay. All right. So back onto the boat. No sign of Haruhisa.
I'm gonna untap to my owl and send it up.
Okay. The owl will fly out
I can see through eyes.
in the darkness. Okay. No sign of Haruhisa.
Well, fuck. Where the fuck did he go? The fuck? Did you talk to him, Captain?
I talked to him, and he said he had some tricks up his sleeve.
Well, those tricks don't seem to be working because he ain't here.
He's not dead.
There is simply nothing more I can do at this point.
I can't. I mean, yeah, not much I can do.
The owl doesn't see anything.
Doesn't see Haruhisa anywhere. No. Okay. In the meantime, you may want to inspect the damage at the front of the ship. Yep.
Oh, fuck. It's not very nice.
That was one flipping tough octopus.
That was a kraken.
Oh, was it a kraken?
It was
It
a.
looked very much like a kraken.
It was
Guys,
cracking, all right. Let me tell you, I can't dodge any better than that, and it still thumped me.
I don't believe how it hits you. Like you had -4, or he had -4.
700 hull points.
That's a good prayer.
Okay, so the ship has suffered 300,000 copper pieces in damage.
Yikes.
Oh, fucking beast.
It will cost half to repair. Okay, so your ship is damaged. It is still sailable, but it's lost basically 30%. You've lost 30% of the hull points on the ship right now until it is repaired. So it's at 700,000. If you can make that change, okay. So you're inspecting there. No sign of Haruhisa. Haruhisa finally, so you'll be in the water for half an hour, and then all of a sudden you will change back into your own form.
Okay. Is the boat in the water?
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, I'll wave to the. I'll try and call for a rope.
Okay, so Haruhisa's calling. He's in the water on the side of the ship.
I'll throw him a rock.
Okay, so Haruhisa will come back on the ship.
Preserver. Throw it to him with the rope on it.
We have life preservers, and he's throwing him a rock.
It's a magical rock.
Oh.
Okay, so you're all back at the front of the ship.
Well, fuck. Beat up by a fucking squid.
Yep.
Mighty big squid, but still beat up by it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're going to pass through until morning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, it is the morning of the 10th November.
Watch the sunrise. Natural 20. Not good.
Okay, you wake up to miserable weather. The water in the cove is being whipped up by the winds, and it is raining. So it is heavy rain and windy today.
I agree with Agmundar. I bet you this thing has a lot of treasure, and it's fucking near dead. I almost gave it a kill shot there. I'm sure of it.
You should go finish it off then, Razik.
I could just one dagger, but I got a broken dagger. But
Do we want to travel in this weather?
does anyone have underwater breathing?
Well, we haven't
but I
really
ain't
discussed
going
how
down
we're
there
going
to do it.
find the site again, right? The cave entrance. We haven't talked
Yeah.
about that plan.
That's what I'm saying. Are we traveling today then?
Well, do we have any supernatural means of getting, maybe to that cave entrance, closest spot that we could probably foreseeably teleport to?
All I got is just to guide us there. Not anything that'll move us faster. So.
Okay. So unless anybody else has anything, then we're looking at actually physically trying to find it.
Yeah. And how long? Do you remember how long? I mean, because we landed and then we walked into that valley.
Yeah, we got ambushed within like 30 minutes by that group of wild men, and then it wasn't actually very long until we hit that cave entrance.
Yeah.
So be drawn to that cave entrance.
Okay. I will cast that then.
So hold on, before you do that, do you want to travel through the rain then? Because that's the question you asked, right?
Actually, you know what? We're going to take another full day here. I need to rest for a day.
Okay.
After that battle.
Okay, so you're saying that in the bad weather, you just want everybody's gonna stay put?
Bunker down.
Yeah, hunker down.
Okay. Spend the day of November 10th bunkering down. If you're wounded, you can heal up. You can heal up 3 points. No, sorry, heal up 2 points.
Can you tell me my hit points, Robert?
You are at full.
Okay.
Robert?
He's now at 34. Agmundar's at full. Gallimor's at 15.
Now, I'm going to drink 107 points of wine.
Okay. Crossing off 107 points of wine. How much does that leave you with?
443.
Okay.
You can drink the exact amount of wine.
Yeah.
Dionysus wine.
Oh, it's so delicious.
And you're not stoned out of your mind?
I'm healed out of my mind.
Aratenzar, you will gain 6 points, 6 hours of sleep and 18 hours of rest. As day turns into night, who's taking watch?
I'm at full, so I can.
Ilgen takes half.
Watch too, because I'm at full.
And Agmundar takes half. Rolling encounters during the day and then during the night. Okay. Agmundar and Zildjian, during the night, as you're sitting, the wind is howling. There is lightning flashing across the sky. There's quite a thunderstorm going on. The ship rocks with the waves, but you are relatively well protected. Well, you're kind of at the entrance to the cove because you didn't want to be too close to the land. So the boat is moving up and down in the swells of the water. Occasionally, out in the darkness and the howling winds, you're almost positive that you hear the sounds of heavy, deep sounding drums. Like boom, 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 boom. But it's very hard to tell. It's almost like something that you can almost sense as much as you can hear, actually.
Okay.
The weather makes it very difficult.
If there's lightning out, I'm going outside and worshiping to Zeus.
Okay.
Let her rip, Zeus.
Not too hard, Zeus.
Thunder and lightning.
Okay. Let's see what the weather does as the 10th gives way to the 11th. It is a calm, clear, nice day on November the 11th. It's a warm morning, about 16, 17 degrees.
I'm going to cast a prayer, Robert.
Okay. What is the prayer?
Ice skin.
Okay, so you're putting ice skin upon yourself.
Yeah.
Put it under your current effects and cast the prayer.
Min mjölkur.
Right, prayer is crossed off. Anybody want to do any other casting?
Yeah, I'm going to cast one more.
I'm going to cast.
What are you casting?
I'm going to I'll tell Sia to come here. I'll put an ice skin on her too.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Chaddock's Invulnerability.
Hold on, I'm doing Edmunder. Okay, so cast your ice skin.
Is that harorag min mjölkur?
Okay, you're gonna have to explain to her how it works and what she has to put under her current effects.
Under your current effects, it works the same as a stone skin, but it's an ice skin.
Okay.
And it will take. It'll be 3 plus a D4 ice skins on yourself, and it just protects against normal attacks. So if somebody hits you with a sword or a club or whatever.
No, not a good explanation. Try again.
Well, okay. So if I come and it'll defend you against damage, taking damage from a normal weapon.
But telling her that it's like stone skin doesn't mean anything to her because she doesn't have stone skin.
Okay. It's a magical barrier that's put upon your skin that creates protection against attacks. So if somebody hits you, you won't take damage. If they hit you twice, that would be 2 again off of it.
Number of blows. How many blows? How many blows is she protected against?
She is protected 3 plus a D4.
So you know for sure that you're protected against 3. After no, hold on. After that, it's going to be anywhere from 1 to 4. But you don't know. So it's going to protect you against. So you put ice skin 3 plus 1 D4.
3 plus 1 D4.
Yeah, 3 plus a 4-sided dice. So it could be anywhere from 4. It could be as high as 7.
Come on, you guys. Show her how to write that.
She's got it. Okay, so you got that?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the ice skins are crossed off. Okay, Harold Heath, what do you want to do?
I want to cast Chaddock's Invulnerability in the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Samaz Min Harar, Fumble. 10. Scratching off Chaddock's Invulnerability. Putting that in the historian on the Mori Lotus Ring. I want to cast Dina's Super Invisibility. Yeah. I want to cast Dina's Super Invisibility.
You're casting Dina's Super Invisibility. Okay, cast it.
Arid Numa, Arid Numa, Arid. Fumble. 1.
Okay, so you fumble on Dina's super invisibility, so make a fumble.
1%.
1%?
Yeah.
Did you say?
Yeah.
1, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the spell fails. It's a lapse in concentration.
Okay. I'll cast it one more time.
I'm going to put 1 prayer into prayer storing, Robert.
Oh, I'm in the middle of doing this with everything.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Dina's super invisibility, Kate, crossing off another one. Go ahead.
Arid Numa, Arid Numa, Arid. Fumble.
11.
11.
Okay, so you got 2 of those left. And Samdina super invisibility is in story.
Yep. I want to cast Frost Blink.
Okay.
Otto, Menki, Amin, Kan, Alay. Humble. 3.
Okay, that's the last Frost Blink is used, and that's in story. Okay, what are you saying, Egmundar?
I'd like to cast a Mass Wounds into Prayer Story.
Okay, go ahead.
Konen min rifa open serifa pesam skepenium.
Okay, any other casting?
No, that's it.
All right, it is the morning of November the 11th.
That's the sunrise? No.
Okay,
What's the weather looking like today, Sia?
what the weather's looking like
I
today?
don't know.
You don't know? Or either of you could just look outside. It's like I just said.
What does that super invisibility do?
Makes you invisible and you can still attack.
You don't become uninvisible when you attack.
And you're
No, but are we in current effects now?
No.
Are we all invisible?
No.
Or you put that into store?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. Well, what do you want to do? All right, then
Are we ready?
we're ready.
If it's a good day to travel, then Egmundar has that ability to be drawn to the cave entrance, right? So we should be heading that direction.
All right, let's get onto shore and walk.
So I want to be drawn to the cave entrance,
Or should we just
heading
fly
to
to
the
the
ritual site.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there,
Correct.
Egmundar.
We're gonna fly the ship to the cave entrance.
It's the cave entrance heading to the ritual site, correct?
Yeah.
The cave
Yeah.
with the ghost.
No, yeah.
Konen min semig parf afina atava.
Okay, your last divining rod has been used. That's crossed off. Okay, you feel drawn. You feel drawn towards. You feel drawn towards the north, towards the northeast.
It's northeast, Captain. I don't know how far, but it's northeast of us.
We'll fly about 50 feet above the treetops and in that direction.
Okay, so the ship rises up out of the water. You go just above the tree level, and you are finding yourself now, for the first time, leaving the coastline, and you're flying across the center of the island. So you can see the island down below, and you will begin to travel.
Just going to relay to the group what we heard during the night, the drums.
Oh, yes. I heard those too. At least I thought they were drums.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's what they sounded like to me. But it was almost like a sense. I kind of sensed it.
I thought it was Silton in the next room just dumping himself.
I was on watch by myself. I thought I was alone.
Over top of the island, you get a sense that it's almost like the side that the island, for the most part, consists of a long, slender landmass, almost like a peninsula jutting out. It's long and it's thin. It seems to stretch mainly from east to west. At times, it's almost like the island either comes to a very narrow point, or else it's actually a series or a chain of small of various or more than one island. You will travel for actually half the day today. So you feel like you've covered a considerable amount of territory over top of this land. But after you've traveled for about 3 hours, at one point you will see what looks to be, you can see smoke rising, but then you'll realize that it is a plume coming out of a volcano on the island chain.
Oh.
So you can see an active volcano. You will continue to travel. Pretty soon that will get further and further and further away from you.
That's a good landmark.
And after traveling for about half of the day, you will all of a sudden recognize the territory that you're being drawn towards. You can see the coastline now for the first time. You see the small cove that you were talking about, and you realize how utterly impossible it would have ever been to find this cove in this islands, which you now think could run as much as 300 or 400 miles long. It would have been almost impossible ever to find this cove otherwise. But the big thing that makes you know you're in the right spot is because as you come in several miles from the coast, you can see the valley that is surrounded by hills, and you can see the fog that covers the valley. And you know that inside this valley, covered with fog, so only accessible through caves, is the heavy vegetated region where the standing stones are. So you have reached the valley and the circle of stones.
All right. We'll take the ship down as low as we can, and I'll let everybody disembark.
So you want to take the ship into the center of the valley. You're going to drop it down. You want people to go off down into the valley at the standing stones. And then, okay, can you go, do you remember that we brought up visual rather than me setting everything up? There was, do you know the report? If you come through it, you can probably put that shot up. In the meantime, everyone should be preparing to leave the boat.
I'm going to restock arrows before I leave.
Well, you can't just say you're going to restock arrows because you're going to have to indicate how many arrows that you're going to take. So if it's one or two, don't take them right now. Because Bernie's going to have to go on and take the arrows off every time that you're refilling.
Well, whenever you're ready, Bernie.
Okay, so everyone is getting off the ship and down into the valley. What's your plan?
Head towards the entrance of the cave.
You're not going to the cave. You're already inside the valley.
Yeah, we're at the site. We can just go straight to the standing stones.
Okay, well, let's go to the stones then, the ritual site.
Okay. So you will go to the standing stones.
I would encourage Sia to maybe search her skill set.
Get some sort of sense from this place, or
Did you guys touch these stones before when you were here?
Yeah, we probably laid hands on the stone.
You did, for sure?
I don't think we disturbed anything, though. Really?
But did you touch the stones?
Well, I don't remember. Maybe, maybe not.
Callamore was searching around it, remember? Trying to look for... So he might have...
I can help you out also.
I know you search with your eyes, but I don't know if you might have touched it.
Why does it matter?
I can sense psychic impression. So then I can have visions of what happened with these items?
That's
Are you asking if we touch the stone because that might affect your ability?
Okay, so on Bernie's screen, you can see the standing stones.
Oh, cool.
So that's where you are.
So I'm going to sense psychic impressions on them.
You're going to walk. So
I'm going to walk up to the stones.
Okay, okay. So what is your percentage to sense psychic impressions?
46.
Okay.
Yep, 29.
Okay. All of a sudden, you will feel you'll feel panicky. Your heart will start pounding. You immediately break into a sweat, and you get that feeling from a dream, as if you're being chased and something's coming after you, and you're trying to run and you can't run, and then all of a sudden you'll get flashback images to a group of people. You can hear them breathing first. You can see them moving through long grasses, heavy vegetation. You can see some of them. It's almost like you're in the eyes of somebody else. You look over, you can see several of them. They're like, shh, and you can see, and they're turning towards you. They're putting their finger over their mouth, telling you to be quiet. You can see that they have very, very white hair, the whitest of hair, and bright blue eyes, and you can see their pointed ears. Clearly, they are elves. They're getting down and they're telling everybody to be quiet. You can see that there are cuts and scrapes. One of them has a particularly heavy gash above his left eye, and you can see the blood coming down. They are clutching their weapons. When you look down, you can see that you're clutching your weapons. You can see your hands moving, and you can see that there's blood on your blade. And you find yourself looking down at a long blade of a sword that almost has it seems to be glowing, and you can see that it glows brighter and brighter with almost a fluorescent blue tone. But then you can see somebody else around you will turn. They will point to the sword, and then all of a sudden they'll put their hand forward. You can hear screams going up, and you realize that it's you screaming, and you raise the sword and you drop down on an orc coming through the grass. Then all of a sudden the vision will end.
Holy. That's crazy.
Where'd that other picture come from? That's just from Bernie's memory.
So if she communicated that to us, then my instinct tells me that you're actually seeing a historic battle. Probably happened, a very, very long time ago. Yeah, and if this is again indeed have to do with Dwar took over these lands with his armies of orcs and probably eradicated the elves from this territory. So you were probably transported, or you were a part of a vision that happened, very, very long time ago.
Well, it seems to me that Dwar's gate, like, I believe Agmundar was right. He sensed right off the bat that is a gate for Dwar. And we're changing realms when we go there through that cave. I don't know.
Well, let's go to where we felt when we ran into those ghosts, and then we carried on down there. Let's go to where we felt like we went through a dimension, and then let's see what Sia gets and any kind of impression from that, and maybe we can actually determine whether this does go to another dimension or not.
Yes.
So I say we head down that corridor where we felt we went through another dimension to some degree, and then have an idea. Might get something from it.
Yeah, because Kalamar, Hirohisa, and I took off at that point, right?
Yeah, you guys weren't here, so we just traveled down the corridor, and we thought it felt like we went from one dimension to another, but we had no way of knowing. It was just a feeling that we had, that we left this plane almost.
I'm all for picking up from where you guys left off.
Yeah. The bad thing is we killed those ghosts and we didn't get a chance to talk to them.
How often do you get a chance to talk to a ghost? Not very. They didn't seem very friendly.
My grandfather would. Like there's a way to get something out of those undead people. You can pull it out of them.
Anyways, let's start heading to that site where the ghosts were, and then travel down that corridor.
Okay.
Robert, I'm going to grab a handful of dirt from this site.
Okay.
Good idea.
Okay, so everybody is moving from the standing stones, and you're going from the center of the valley to the sides of the valley, up in the hills, and you can see numerous cave entrances.
Try best I can to remember which one we went through. I'm not 100% sure, but
Okay. So is that what you're doing?
yes.
Okay. So you will climb up the side of the hill and you'll be at one of the cave entrances that Agmundar believes is the one. This is the one that faces the coast where the cove is. This is the one that he believes that you came out of.
And let's travel through.
This is the one where we met that really fast creature.
No, that's the one we went through when we came into the valley the first time.
Yeah, is that the one you were
Which-
leading us to?
No, that would be doubling back.
Okay.
Okay, you find yourself at a cave entrance and you're not sure if this is the one that you came out of at all.
Well, there's numerous cave entrances, and it's just
On the one side that is closest to the coast, you can see at least 5 cave entrances. On the opposite side of the valley, you can see 7.
We want to go to the 7 side.
yes, we want to go to the 7. That is correct, Zildjian. Yeah.
So on the far side of the valley, not the tunnel that you would have came in to enter the valley. You want to go to the other side?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Can I try something?
Yeah.
I want to try to sense undead at one of these caves. Like sense where those they aged me, those ghosts. I believe I know which cave it is, and I'm going to try to point them in the right direction. But I'm going to try to sense undead where that cave is.
And on which side of the valley is this? The valley closest to the coast or the valley that's more inland?
The one that has 7 caves on it.
On the far side, so you're wandering around. So you're trying to use your sense undead percentage. What is your sense undead percentage?
The one I have is 29%.
Okay, so your sense undead percentage at this point, sense undead is 29. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. You try to sense undead. You can sense no undead as you're walking around the cave entrances. Although you do get the feeling as if you're being watched. Okay.
I'll try to sense evil then.
You don't really sense evil, no. Okay, so are you going into one of these caves?
Yes.
Yes, we're going into that same cave.
Okay, so you enter a tunnel.
Well, 3 of us were here. We certainly should recognize the cave we were in.
Sure, you can see it that there's a tunnel.
Okay.
And what do you want to do?
I wonder, take point.
Okay.
Behind him.
Okay.
Okay, and
And
you're
I'll be doing myself.
okay. What do you? You can roll to detect. Actually, what is your detect scribe percentage?
47%.
47%.
Mhm.
You do not detect scry. You do not detect any scrying. Okay, so what are you looking for in this tunnel?
We're trying to head down the pathway to where we ran into those ghosts. Hopefully, something will trigger our memory that we're going the right direction. That's if with 7 of them, it's kind of an educated guess.
Okay, and what are you looking for that would tell you that you're at the place where you face ghosts?
I think there was some crypts and stuff or something there. Something was out of sorts. It was like a burial site or something like that.
I'm going to keep trying to sense undead and sense evil.
Okay. Okay, so you don't really know what you're looking for there because you're saying various things there. You're saying you're looking for crypts.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for in the area because I believe there was like 15 or so undead, and it was like a burial site kind of or something.
We went through a tunnel, and then we had to go through a very small passageway. And when we went through that small passageway, it was like we changed dimension from Middle Earth. Remember, we went through that tunnel and we dug a little hole through this passageway, and we just fit through it. So that's the tunnel.
That's
If
it.
I don't we should recognize that passageway that we dug through. It went up about 4 feet or 6 feet or something.
Part of the problem is you got partial descriptions, but when you say that you're digging through stuff and things like that, that's when it becomes a bit more. You didn't actually dig through anything.
We didn't dig anywhere. We came into an opening spot where I can't remember how many ghosts. I want to say 12 ghosts attacked us. Razik went running. He made there was divine intervention. He came running back, jumped in front of the captain. We fought the ghosts off, killed all the ghosts, and then we carried on.
Okay.
So it's probably a room. We're looking for a room that's probably, I want to say, 30 by 30, maybe, give or take.
But before we ran into those ghosts, we went through that small little hole.
And are you doing all of this searching on the side of the valley, not that you first came into, but on the opposite side that faces inland?
The opposite side.
Okay. Okay, so you're searching the opposite side. You're not finding that same place.
Okay, well, if we can't find it on that side, then let's go to the other side and search. Process of elimination.
Okay, so you're looking through. So you're looking through tunnels.
Yes. We'll go with the old-fashioned process of elimination, and until we find something we recognize.
Okay, by late in the afternoon, you will locate the place where you face the undead, because you can find that there are bones. There are bone fragments all over the floor.
Okay.
So you found skull pieces and you found bone fragments.
And then we carried, after that, they said, don't go any further on, and we did anyways. We killed them and carried on.
And then you came to the valley.
And then we came to the valley, and we felt like we had traveled through another dimension at some point through there.
Okay, so you found that path from the undead that leads into the valley.
So this would be an area, Sia, that you should do some sort of
Focus.
impression. Do an impression on this site where the undead were.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Before we pass through.
Okay.
See what you get from this area.
Okay, roll the sense. Psychic
impressions.
Okay, so you're touching the bones.
Yep, 29.
Nice.
Okay, you will see a vision. You will see a group of people. You can once again feel panicky and afraid. There are women and children. There are older people. They are in a cave. You can see that they're being quiet. They look terrified. And you can almost hear all of their hearts beating at the same time. There must be several dozen people crowded in here, perhaps even more. You can hear babies crying and mothers trying to silence them. They seem to be trying to stay hidden and not be found, and then the vision will end.
Maybe that's what the drum was. The heart's beating.
Interesting.
Okay. Well,
I'll try to do a soul rest here.
You'll do what?
A soul rest.
There has to be souls for you to rest.
what about if we did like a seance and called a spirit and talked to a spirit that was actually here and could tell us what happened? Exactly what happened. Can we try something like that?
I could do a seance. Yeah, I can communicate with the dead.
Yeah, if you
I'd
have
go
that
for
ability,
that.
that's awesome.
Or,
Yeah.
like, you want to do
I
that?
honestly think
We need to
this is
learn
the
more
key.
about that event that you're seeing. What is actually happening there?
This is the key.
Yeah, it is an important piece of information we need.
Well, this is where we pass through dimensions.
So just going briefly
These
back to what I figured out with those gems and everything, if indeed that is a gem in that stone, then some legend has it that they were stolen and hidden away. So it could be this site that's obscured by fog and everything could have been their last bastion, the elves or whatever, or this could have been the site where they hid the stone, the gem in the stone, and now we're basically trying to defend themselves, try not to be caught by the hordes of orcs and armies that were coming through, right?
I don't think it's the elves. I think it's the evil people that put it here. I think this is one of those black stones and they're trying to save it. And if it is a black stone, can we destroy it?
But then that wouldn't explain her vision with the elves. What role do they have to play if this is a site where the enemy purposely hid it here?
Well, the elves were all killed. That's her vision. All the elves were killed. Everybody was killed and tortured horribly. So this is where I think that's a black stone. And I figure we got to figure out how to break it, kill it, destroy it.
What's the black stone?
Well, it sucks up the light.
He's saying that it's the gem of unlight in the stone. He's agreeing with the hypothesis. I would say, Sia, we don't really have any other options. So if you can do a seance and maybe commune with the ghosts of these people or these elves, that's probably our best bet to gain some information about what actually happened here, what was the situation, and see what happens.
Like there was people killed. So this is technically a grave site here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you need for a seance?
Myself as a medium.
Well, I'm asking is there anything that we need to gather for you materials-wise? Like, how do we facilitate this process for you?
You don't have to do anything.
I'll strip naked right away.
So you want me to talk to the spirits and find out about this?
I thought you just said you're using yourself as a medium. You're using yourself as.
Then they're communicating through
you.
You.
Can talk to the spirits.
Or I can use myself and they can talk to me.
That's right. Or else you'll allow them into you. You're not going to remember anything, and then they will talk, and the spirit will take over your body, and they will.
That's what we want.
I'll use myself as the medium.
Okay. So you're going to invite whatever spirit this is into your body. Okay. So what exactly are you going to do?
I'm going to sit on the ground with my legs crossed, and I'm going to close my eyes and put my hands out.
Okay.
And I'm going to invite the spirits into my body as a medium so that my friends can talk with them.
Okay. So, so going to seance, your modifiers are the proximity to the grave. So you believe that you're at the place of the bones. So at the site gives you a plus 20%.
Okay.
And then using yourself as medium gives you
another 20%.
20%. So you got 40% added on to your percent.
Really?
Yeah. So what percent? So
I have 45%.
Okay, so you have 85%.
Wow.
Okay, roll.
Yep, 42.
Okay, you can sense that there are no spirits here.
Oh.
You're trying to contact them, you're trying to feel them, to invite them into you, but you don't feel them. It's like there are no spirits here. There are bones here.
Well, I guess you're going to kill them.
Yeah.
They killed the ghosts, so there are no spirits because the ghosts were killed. The party destroyed the ghosts, so that they've been wiped out. There are no more spirits. They've been not just killed. Now their spirits have been destroyed.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
So this is a tunnel where we fought those spirits. So we went further down here, and that's where we went through, broke through a wall, and went through an upper level or bottom level. We went up or down. Remember, one or two of us jumped through. We had to break through a wall.
We found the corridor, and we found that the corridor had a gate.
It was blocked off. It was
Yeah.
caved in, but you could.
But didn't you guys dig through that?
They were able to squeeze their way through.
Yeah.
And then
To
once
the-
you got
To
through
get
there,
to the ghosts, we were able to squeeze through. Yeah.
And then after the ghosts here, just pulling it up.
Pulling what up?
The layout.
Yeah, why? Close that.
Okay,
that's not really available right now unless you got somebody to access it.
that's true. In my memory.
Well, let's carry on. I mean, we should just carry on from where we left off, and this is kind of where we left off.
But it's
Well, let's go further up the tunnel where we passed through the gate.
Valley where there's a town.
to the what, sorry?
To a valley where there was a town there at the end of this.
Town? A town of what?
Elks or I'm thinking of another
There was just a valley here.
there was another
Back to the stones. But we went through that small passage and it was like we transformed to Middle Earth.
And orcs in the valley.
oh yes, orcs in the valley, yes.
Orcs in the valley, yeah.
That's right.
But this is all on the way into the valley.
So, do you guys want to know if this path leads to another dimension?
Well, let's just carry on down here and see if you get any psychic impression from this gateway that's partially collapsed.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can maybe there are more bodies further on down that we killed. Maybe
There
you
are
can
no
get
bodies. Didn't kill. Oh, the bodies of what?
of that troll and the orcs.
Okay, you find no sign of the body of that troll, and there's no sign of the orcs, but the orcs were gone when you came back last time.
That's true.
Right.
No, but that gate that we snuck through, let's check that out.
Yeah, what is it?
Say one more, same time?
Yeah, same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Good night.
Okay, what do you want to do? Okay, we seem to have reached an impasse. It's 11:07, so we'll stop the session there for the night. Sheets for experience.
November 11th, we're back in that same cavern where we had killed the ghosts. Stuck trying to figure out what to do.